The Veil of Isis. A Cthulhu by Gaslight, Golden Dawn, actual play. With David Larkins as the keeper of arcane lore. Okay. So.
You broke my spirit. Thank you, David.
Alrighty. So we left off, of course, with the end of the evening. Or actually, let's see.
Was it?
No, it was the next morning.
Yeah, we had already gone into the prison.
You had interviewed Rajiv.
Oh, that's right.
That poor guy.
He's being framed.
Yes.
Or we're supposed to think he's being framed.
I think he's being framed.
All right.
So I gave Shalimar kind of the broad strokes, but if you guys want to just kind of recap it for your own sake,
man.
fill in any of the details.
And see, Jen's a great note taker.
No, this is all other
Oh
stuff.
shit.
Let's
She's
see.
taking a grocery list lesson.
Oh shit.
All right, so there was the diva, the opera diva, and I'm really stuck on this point. And I can't get past it.
Carlotta.
She was talking to her handler,
What's his name?
He was the director of the opera.
Oh, the director.
Jerry Joseph.
Okay. Joseph Bouquet was hung. He was
right.
the stagehand. What's the name of the head of the opera? Tremaine? Johnny Tremaine?
There's two. Fermin Richard.
Fermin.
And,
Oh yeah, there's some
Richard and then there was the British man who was like basically like
Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence
Is it
Taylor.
Taylor?
He's a lieutenant, colonel lieutenant. Okay,
What?
Marshall.
Charmant.
Oh, I don't have that anywhere.
So those are the two opera guys who direct the opera, and then Colonel Lieutenant Lawrence Taylor is the
Colonel Lieutenant.
yeah
Yes.
he's basically, what would you say? He is a friend or companion of the diva.
He's an admirer.
Admirer. Okay.
That's right.
He's an Uber fan.
He's an uber fan of the diva,
Yeah.
Carlotta. So,
Carlotta's
and then his assistant Raj got
Rajiv Chowdhury.
he was
Arrested.
because they think that he was the one who hung the stagehand because Carlotta and the stagehand kind of butted heads.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
there was-
and Taylor was like, "Oh, make you pay."
Oh yeah,
But there was
Don't
a
think you will
watch
pay.
found at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, which was LT, which was Lawrence Taylor.
Right. So, but it was,
that was
it said
weird.
something about so many years of service.
Because he was like a military man. That was like his gold watch from retirement.
Oh, I thought it was Rajiv's.
Yeah, it was like,
From
thanks
Lawrence.
for so many years of service.
Oh, so they
LT.
found his. Well, I'm sorry.
That was part of the frame
That's
up.
a huge clue.
That was a frame up. That was
Wow,
the
I
frame
missed
up
a
piece.
huge thing. Well, on that note, that's why.
Right.
Why the assistant was arrested, because his watch was found at the scene,
Right.
and we
Evidence.
all saw everything that happened. It was crazy.
But the point that I keep harping on is that Carlotta, when she went back to her dressing room, said, "These things keep happening."
Yes.
And we want to know what things,
What things
keep happening.
Yeah, because apparently there are things happening
Things
that
are
are
happening.
bad.
What?
What?
So basically, that's where we're at.
Right. Okay.
So Lily we're all staying at the hotel. What is it called again?
St. Augustine's.
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine. And then Mathers just doesn't want anything to do with us. He's like pretty much like, okay,
I know.
you gave me the package. See ya. He's like,
He's giving us the cold shoulder.
and we were supposed to kind of find
You
out
give
like,
him the package, he gives you the cold shoulder.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
that's usually
really
what
rude.
happens.
Yeah. Well,
And so basically,
that's funny.
it's a good one. Thank you. And so essentially, he's dismissed us. So we really can't get any more information except that we know he isn't planning on. He said he wasn't planning on like
Right.
completely disintegrating or expanding in a way. What was
Yeah,
it?
he said he didn't think it would be wise at this time.
He didn't think it would be wise.
It's not like he's
For
ruled it
monetarily
out,
reasons.
Who knows?
but yeah.
He may change his mind.
He's got this patron fellow, LaRue, Gaston LaRue. Garrulous man.
Yes.
So,
And
we don't know what his
he was
role
kind of
is.
been our host.
Yeah, he's been our host because
He's kind of been
Mathers
hanging out. Mathers could give a
fallen
fuck.
down, and
Yeah.
he is a reporter, so
Yes.
he's been reporting on the murder.
Yes.
This LaRue fellow.
Oh, and the opera management asked LaRue and his companions, okay, you guys, to kind of do some behind-the-scenes investigating.
Yes.
So that the police wouldn't, scandalize the opera.
Yeah. So we're supposed to be...
Because they don't want more
Clean up.
bad business, basically.
Yeah. So we have some authority to ask people things, which is nice.
Which is good that the GM, our almighty GM in the sky, provided us with that.
You're welcome. I like to throw out these little tokens.
Oh, there was a cool thing in Mirror Mirror that I have to tell you about.
What's Mirror Mirror?
It's this movie. It was done a couple years ago. It was like a retelling of the Snow White tale. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was just last year.
Yeah, it's like very, very recent.
Julia Roberts.
Okay.
It has its moments.
All right.
Some things are like, well, other parts are kind of funny. There's this cool thing where basically the mirror is like this magical entity outside of the queen, and the queen asks the mirror to like take care of things. So she creates these like weird stick figures that are like puppets.
Yep.
With strings.
Sure.
And so then they are in the forest attacking the dwarves and Snow White.
Oh, that's
it's really cool.
Cool.
And so then they realize that they're on strings, and Snow White has a sword and like cuts the strings. It was really cool. I just thought I'd tell you about that.
Because the body fell from a string, maybe, and that got you?
No, because David's pulling all the strings. And
There we go.
All right. Bingo.
So you guys are headed back to the opera is where we left off.
yes.
You have to do some investigating.
Okay. So, arriving at the opera, you've taken your lunch and
Go on.
We didn't have lunch? What happened?
I just remember, does Shalomar know about, do you know about the man in black, the cape with the mud?
oh no.
There's a box directly next to ours, and it was box number 5, we're box number 7. And there was a woman in black waiting outside of it. And there's something about an opera ghost that inhabits box 5. So we got into box 5, and we looked at the floor of box 5, and there was a chunk of mud.
This was after the murder.
And the woman who was at the waiting at the box was Madame...
She was
Julie.
Head of the ballet
troupe, yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Right. So
Right.
I jotted down your bullet points last week. You guys said you wanted to question La Carlotta,
That's right.
what keeps happening, question Madame Giry, and search the basement.
Right.
Well, I don't know about searching the basement.
Who wanted to do that?
I was punchy.
Was that you?
me, yeah. I want to
Who would
search.
say that?
That was punchy.
I was punchy. I want to search Merlin's cave.
Oh god, no. You want to go back
I want to
to
go to Pendejo Cave.
Go Pendejo Cave.
Absolutely.
Pendejo.
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 All right. It
Yeah.
really is a Pendejo Cave, I found out. Yeah.
No, Merlin's cave was a
Full of
total... Yeah, exactly.
Pendejo.
No, Merlin's cave was a total red herring, and...
Yeah, all right, fine. I'll never live it down. In 100 years of gaming, I'll get to
No,
hear
it wasn't
about
just
this.
you.
And I died because of it.
It will become shorthand. Oh, we're heading to another
Merlin's cave. Yep, exactly.
Which is good.
It just
I don't
happened.
want another Merlin's cave. I will not let that happen again in my life.
Well, I could see Pendejo Cave featuring in Deadlands.
That's
Oh!
yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Anyway, moving along.
Yes, sorry.
So, okay, so you're back at the opera. It's after lunch.
Okay.
It's another chill November afternoon in Paris.
Great.
As you
Oh.
visual aids back out
Sorry.
outside the opera house there.
Okay.
As you cross the square towards the opera house, you spot LaRue
Oh.
outside chatting with a couple men. They are both young men, well put together. The older one is wearing a French military uniform, and they're both blonde and, like I say, very well kept. So, as you approach, LaRue breaks off his conversation and says, "Ah, monsieur, mademoiselles, so good to see you." And then he turns to his compatriots and says, "May I introduce Philippe, the Comte de Chagny, and his younger brother, Raoul, Vicomte de Chagny."
Say I curtsy. Attaché.
Yes, they're very polite. They shake Cyril's hand and kiss the hands of the ladies. Mm-hmm. Oh, and of course, Padma has been indisposed with a traveling bug, so she is not. She's had to retire back to the hotel after lunch.
All that sea travel.
Yeah,
Caught up with
catching
her.
up with her. Yeah. All that opium she had to smoke to get across the channel.
So much. All right, so
So yeah,
so what are you
what-
two?
yeah,
What brings
exactly.
you here to the opera house?
So Philippe takes the question and says, well, I read the story in the paper that Monsieur Leroux wrote about the murder last night. Mm-hmm. And, well, my brother here, he is a great fan of the opera and old friends with one of the girls in the chorus. So we just thought we would swing by and make sure everything was okay.
Okay.
And Leroux saying yes, and I was just assuring them that all is well. But Raoul, I believe you wanted to come inside and talk to Mademoiselle Day. And Raoul nods in the affirmative. So. Leroux says, well, why don't we all proceed then?
Exactly.
All right,
So going.
let's go. So as we're walking in, I asked Leroux if Carlotta is in.
Yes, there is a show tonight, so she will be.
Okay.
She will be
Wow.
in and
Show must go on,
The
huh?
show must go on indeed.
Wow.
Oui,
Okay.
yes. It is an old maxim of show business.
Is it show business?
The business you call
Show. So we're making our way into the backstage.
Yes.
Yes. Let's see what it is. It is Saturday the 13th, so
Okay.
show tonight.
All right.
All right. So as you recall, entry hall there. Grand staircase.
Pretty.
All right. So
I got a chance to look at him.
Yeah.
Look at
We
him.
kind of stared at them all.
look at them. Look at them now.
All goes in flame.
Exactly.
And then you make your way through the main audience chamber of the opera there.
Is that
Yes.
beautiful? All right.
As you're walking in, Leroux is of course discoursing in his usual expansive way.
So, have you found any new details?
Nothing new, no, alas. It is quite a shame though. This rumored ghost has been a feature of the opera for some time, but it has always been fairly harmless, like a local superstition. This is the first time that such talk of an opera ghost has turned to murder. But of course, if it is this Child Heret person that the police seem to think it is, then I suppose it's not the ghost's fault after all.
I don't believe he's at fault for this.
The evidence is just too circumstantial.
Philippe Chanier agrees.
Yes, does he?
It does seem a bit flimsy.
That's weird. Why would he?
How would he know? Well, anyway.
Just based on my conversation with Mr.
Right. Yes, of course. And the wonderful articles.
Yes.
Indeed.
He's a good writer.
He's a very good writer.
Yes, very precise and to the point.
Are we on our way to go see Mademoiselle D?
Yes, you're making your way through the opera up onto the stage, or stagehands, bustling to and fro. Everyone make a spot hidden roll.
Yes. Thank you.
and it's on.
It begins. First blood.
Win.
Oh, I missed by 6.
Pass.
Excellent.
Nice.
So
God.
Cyril and Celestia, you both. Ooh. Check that spot hidden. You both note. There's maybe like a dozen stagehands kind of, going to and fro.
Yes.
And you do note a couple of them have mud on their boots.
Oh.
Muddy boots.
It's not raining.
No, it does not. It does not rain.
Well,
Where would the mud come
let
from?
me stop. I'm going to stop one of them and say, hey, you're tracking mud all over the floor. Where does this mud come from?
Yeah.
He's got like a big 2x4 over his
Right.
shoulder.
What's going on?
What?
Oh!
He's got the ladder.
He just knocks my hat off my head. I'm too
Whee!
short.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks just like Bud Abbott.
Yep.
Yes, great.
Do you ask him about the mud? Mm-hmm. Oh, he starts talking to you in French.
Yes. Oh, shoot.
All right, I'm near her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you translate for him,
What do you think?
and then he responds in French, and you translate. Your French is pretty high, right?
Oh yeah, it's
So-
42.
Okay, so no need to roll.
Oh good. So I say, what is the mean? Why do you have
Yes.
mud on your boots?
Yeah, and so he says, don't worry about it. It's very common to get muddy boots when you have to go down to the sublevels.
I see. Why they're not paved?
No. I just had to fetch some lumber here. He indicates.
Okay.
You'll excuse me. It's kind of heavy.
All right, so
Yeah, all right. What?
You just point to the closest entrance to the sublevels for us.
Yes. I'll just back that way.
all right,
Follow footprints. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Look for the mud.
Whap, whap.
all right,
All right, so that's a big clue.
That is
All right.
okay.
I feel compelled to go check out that, but I still want to talk to Mademoiselle
We
Day
need to her and the Carlotta.
and Carlotta. There's got to be talk among the
Well,
staff.
she said that it was happening again or whatever. So I think we need to question her first. Then
Her first?
Then
Okay.
the chorus girl, and then we can go downstairs. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think we should go downstairs until we're good and ready to go downstairs, and there's no other thing we
During a
want to do.
production.
Yeah, what if we get stuck?
During a production?
During the actual show, because then whatever's going to be down there is going to be moving around.
We could just watch the door, if there's a door. Maybe there's maybe more than
Catch
one.
'em.
Yeah, there's this is
Or
where
catch it off guard if it were during the show. Before and after the show, they're expecting people to be coming in.
to investigate if something else were to happen. Like something has happened up in the catwalk,
Yes, it did.
and then something happened. I mean, then the mud was from downstairs. So yeah, I don't know.
We could put a string across the door.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more than one door.
I know, but still. We could just string them all.
String along all the doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's think about it more.
Yes.
But I think we need to talk to people first. So you want to talk to the chorus girl first?
Well, if and I'm just whispering this to you, 'cause
Yeah.
I don't want anybody else to hear
No.
this. I think that if Mademoiselle Day is talking to Raoul, she'll probably, if we could overhear that or be near her when we might get the actual truth and not
Okay.
some.
Bullshit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So are we on the way? We're walking.
You're going to snoop, basically.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to know. We're Snoops.
Yeah.
So yeah.
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 Snoopy.
That'd be hilarious if, like, instead of being called investigators, you were officially called snoops.
Snoops. All right.
Cthulhu eats 1d6 snoops per round.
All right.
Alrighty.
So we're on our way
But you're
to
going to who first?
Christine.
Okay. So yeah, because
Sorry.
yeah, Christine Day. That's what they said.
You said Mademoiselle Day.
They said her full name.
No, you never
No,
said
you
Christine.
I didn't.
You never
No.
said Christine.
Player knowledge.
Player knowledge.
5 minutes in the back. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Time out.
Yeah.
All right. Not for you. She's obsessed with her bone.
That's cool.
All right. Sorry. I'm sorry. The chorus girl.
Yes.
We'll go see what the chorus girl's.
Yes, Raoul's looking quite anxious. Sort of straightening his tie.
yes, of course.
I would like to go talk to Christine
Sorry.
as soon as possible.
All right.
Make sure she's okay.
They say okay a lot.
Yes. Make sure she is all right. C'est bon.
But she's well.
Yes, that she is well.
All right. Let's go.
All right. So you
We'll just follow along.
Yeah, you follow LaRue and the Chanier brothers backstage down a short flight of stairs, up a hall, past a bunch of dressing room doors. Finally, you arrive at a fairly nondescript door.
Yes.
Just marked with a number, no name. Raoul knocks. Voice calls from within. Enter. He slips in. You hear a young girl's voice. Oh, Raoul, so good to see you.
Okay.
He closes the door but leaves it cracked.
Listen.
Yes, you can give me listen rolls.
Oh, I missed by 4.
Fail.
Come on, Cyril, come through.
Oh,
No!
I failed.
I'm gonna push mine. I'm pushing mine.
Pushing yours. Okay. So if you fail, then obviously you'll get discovered.
That's right. Just spill into the room somehow. And that could be funny.
What's your
Good.
listen?
That'd be so hilarious.
What is your listen?
My listen's 50.
Oh, okay,
pretty
all right
good.
then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, 'cause mine's 50.
I fail.
You failed.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. So you lean in closer and closer until your hat actually hits the
Hysterical.
door.
Yes.
And the door just swings open.
Oops! Oh, I'm so sorry.
So it's like a little 4 foot by 6 foot dressing room with a makeup table and a big mirror and a rack for the costumes and so forth. And there's a young woman, raven dark hair and sort of pale complexion. And
I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry.
She's like, ooh.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. This was the wrong room. I thought this was the bathroom.
But there's all these people standing behind you.
Oh, you can see them too.
Yes, of course. You were all standing at the door going
We're all
like
exposed.
this. Yeah.
Shit.
So Raoul says, "Do not worry about it," and he introduces all of you.
Exactly. I was gonna push my way through anyway.
Yeah.
You were?
I was.
He said they were just going to wait outside, but why don't you all come in? So, as many of you come in as
1, 2,
manage.
3, 4.
We're thundering in.
5.
Yeah.
5 people?
Yeah. Well,
So-
LaRue's kind of big. He's sort of walrus sized, so he's gonna linger out in the hall.
Oh, okay.
But keeping her open.
Yeah.
So Raoul says, "I just wanted to check in on you," and we'll assume that this is in French, but that Lily will be
understand it,
translating for
yes.
you all. So, anyway, he says, "I just wanted to check in on you, my dear, and make sure you were okay." To which she responds, "Oh yes, a bit frightened, but I'm fine," and so forth. And she says, "You know that I have other higher powers looking over me." And Raoul says, yes, of course you do.
Right.
Huh, interesting.
You can all give me psychology rolls.
Oh, I missed by 2. Okay, I'm annoyed. I'm sorry for
No, I
complaining,
failed.
you guys, but...
What?
000.
Oh, wow. That's good stuff.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
She's obviously...
Well, obviously, Christine is a young lady of. You can see what Raoul sees in her. She's obviously a lady of great virtue and honor, who is pure as the driven snow.
Okay, I'm pushing my roll.
Beautiful, pure.
Are you pushing it?
I'm gonna push it again because I want to know. I want to know what's going on.
So if you fail, you're
I think
gonna. If you fail, you're gonna lose your patience with her and actually kind of get in her face, basically.
I won't push it.
Sure
I
what
won't.
okay.
I won't do it.
I'm gonna just tug on your sleeve and go.
Okay. All right.
You're side-eyeing her hardcore.
I am.
Later,
I think
we'll
she's
discuss.
beautiful, and I think she's into me. There you go.
No.
Yeah, she kept looking at you. Kind of her eyes were sort of darting over.
No. You sure? Okay.
We'll get the story later.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. So, yeah, okay.
So can I talk to
so
her?
she's-
No, I can't. I don't know.
Well, do you have a question for? Or just because does she look at us? Does she kind of like? Wait,
yeah, well, yeah, Raoul's sort of patting her hand. Yes, of course you do. And, please just be careful.
All right. So do you have a question?
My question is, let's talk about this
What does she know about
ghost
the
of the
ghost?
opera.
Okay.
And have there been any strange goings on?
Okay, I'll ask her that in French.
Okay.
Babe.
Yes. Well, she looks at Raoul and she looks back at all of you and she says, well, again in French, I happen to believe that the opera ghost is my guardian angel.
Why would you think that?
My father told me when he died that he would send the angel of music to look over me. And now I hear the angel speaking to me sometimes when I'm feeling low or otherwise. feeling like I'm in trouble.
Really?
Why would you be in trouble?
Just, it's hard for a chorus girl here in the opera. I mean, you give me no psychology.
Is anyone
What
mistreating
does
you?
the ghost say?
Yeah, exactly. Fail?
And where does this get said?
Yeah.
Like, tell me more.
On the toilet.
Tell me more.
He's on the toilet? What the hell?
Oh my god.
Would you? No, you didn't.
I passed my psych
Okay,
Okay,
Cool.
good.
with a 7.
Alright.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay.
Check that site. So, Cyril, you get the feeling that she is not being totally honest with you.
Huh?
What's going on? You seem to detect something, Cyril. What is it? Mr. Weston, right?
Yes.
Mr. Weston, what?
She's being completely honest with us.
About what?
It must be the ghost.
Do you think the ghost is... I mean, she's making this up? Do you think it's an actual person talking to her?
Probably.
And not actually a ghost?
I could be wrong about this, but
Alright, I'm gonna ask
But I
her...
think
Okay. I'm gonna ask her, has she ever seen the ghost?
Okay. So,
Or you just hear the ghost?
She hesitates telling me before she denies it. She says, No, he only sings to me.
I see. Where does he sing to you?
Here in my room.
Does the sound come from a certain area of the room?
I just hear it.
All around you?
Yes,
Well, that must be lovely and comforting.
it is. Quite.
I must ask you again, because this is of vital importance, since a man was killed. Have you seen anyone strange or unusual? It could be the ghost, it could be somebody else. We just need to know if you've seen anything that just seems out of the ordinary.
Raoul's kind of looking at her, like, kind of nodding, like, you should say something.
Yes.
Christine, if you know anything.
Yes, please.
And so, finally, she kind of breaks, and she says, well, I didn't want to say anything because it wouldn't sound proper, but the angel of music does come into my room. He is I'm shocked.
No, I'm not shocked.
Yes. He's a man dressed in black, and I have been to his domain deep beneath the opera as well.
Really?
Okay. Have you ever felt you were in danger at any time with him?
No, he's very kind.
Okay.
she'd be able to lead us to.
Yeah, do you know how to get there?
I do not.
Why is that?
He is always blindfolded when he takes me.
Wow. Of course. That's what happens when people don't have parents.
There's
Like,
society
really?
coming to.
You let a strange man come into your
Blindfold you and take you down to a dungeon.
basement.
Sure, why not?
Hey, it all worked out.
Oh, sure.
Nothing bad can happen from this.
Yeah.
All right, so can I
It's
see
the
if
19th century
there's?
equivalent of hanging out in chat rooms.
Yeah, basically. So is there basically like? Do I feel like there's anything else I could get information out of her?
Give me one more psychology roll.
Oh, come on, baby, come through. Yes, I make it.
You get the feeling that she's mentally unstable
Okay.
and living at least partially in a delusional fantasy world.
Okay.
So it's hard to say whether these trips to the angel of music's
With the some man.
lair or even this man are real or not.
I don't know why a young woman would lie about spending time alone with a man.
True. She did seem reluctant to reveal that
Yeah,
information.
I mean that seems to be something that would
Rather
be.
damning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll tell her, I'm going to say to her that, thank you so much for telling us these things in confidence. We will try to keep them as quiet as possible so as not to damage your reputation.
Yeah, Raoul says, I appreciate any discretion.
Yeah, we'll be as discreet as possible about this, but thank you so much for telling us. And you must tell us the next time you see him. Does he come and see you at a specific time all the time, or?
So again, she sort of hesitates and flushes, but then she says, well, every Tuesday and Thursday night.
Oh dear.
Every Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. What's today? Oh, Saturday.
Saturday.
A long way to go.
Many more bodies will pile up.
Yeah, exactly. This is not good at all. Is there any time that he's ever been angry with you?
No.
Or upset?
No, he's always been perfect gentleman.
Okay.
That's why I know he is the angel of music that my papa sent to me.
I'm giving Raoul the stink eye.
Cuckoo. What?
I'm giving Raoul the look. Like, why aren't you taking care of this person?
Oh.
Why are you letting? What?
Okay, is he getting that message from Celestia?
Stink eye. The school teacher gives him the stink eye.
Yes.
I think he'll understand
He's
it.
getting a stink eye.
Yeah. All right.
He's getting an Anglo-Saxon stink eye.
Exactly.
Oh.
You're right.
So, I guess we should leave and go talk to Carlotta.
Yeah. Time to move on.
Okay.
Alright.
Who's got the lowest luck?
Mine's 55.
One's 90.
Mine's 40. What? How can you have 90 luck?
I rolled a natural 18 on Cyril's power.
Oh my.
Alright.
I haven't changed much. The only change in this has been my dexterity. I can walk normally.
Yeah, good. That's exciting. That would be so exciting for you.
See?
So what is your...
You've upgraded from a shotgun to an elephant.
Yeah, they're
too.
all this.
Oh my
stuff is
God.
different, but the characteristics haven't changed.
They're
Wow.
pretty similar, actually.
Okay.
So, what's your luck?
40.
Okay.
So it's me.
Which is funny because I just rolled them randomly. So.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah. I know, right?
He's back from the dead.
And strong and big and good.
With a bigger gun.
Bigger guy.
Yikes.
Anyway, yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
40?
You're
All right.
40. Okay.
Come on, Jen.
99.
Ooh. Good stuff.
That just happened.
I can't even. No. That's
99.
So...
99.
Passing it on.
Should I push it?
You can't push
Can't
it.
push it.
at all.
Can't
Too
push
late.
luck?
Nope. Only
Alright.
skills. Only non-combat skills.
Right, alright. Failure.
Okay.
Epic failure.
Well, so there's
Wheedling, flaming failure.
like you're in asbestos over the railing.
Oh, wow.
You're heavy taking a dive.
Oh.
Yep.
Alright, so Carlotta's dressing room.
Off to Carlotta's dressing room. So Raoul and Philippe stay with Christine. LaRue leads you on. Back up the short flight of stairs, down a couple other halls, to a much
I was
more
gonna say.
sort of well-lit hall. Like the hall that Christine's dressing room it was in had an electric light bulb, like one every 50 feet, you know.
Oh, God.
This one actually has like full lighting, like wall sconces, you know.
And it doesn't actually stink.
And it doesn't
Yeah.
stink.
Nice.
It's not moist and mold infested.
Yeah.
There's a carpet.
Oh,
And,
whoa. Wow.
yeah.
Ritz.
And
Ritz.
the walls are plastered, you know. Anyway, the doors have names on them, so you get to the one marked, you know, Madame
Knock, knock, knock.
Carlotta.
Carlotta, whatever her last name is.
Zambelli.
Zambelli. So yes, a knock. This time there's a bit more of a wait. And finally a young woman, you know, in sort of a serving girl's outfit answers the door. Can I help you? And LaRue, you know, has a few words with her. You know, Gaston LaRue from the paper. I would like to interview Madame Zambelli and so forth. You know. So,
Are you okay?
Well, I'm a little incensed that I'm going to have to share my information with the public newspaper. It's kind of an edge there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
True.
I like him.
Do you?
I like him as a person. We're a bit at cross purposes, though.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
so you're shown in. It's like basically kind of a suite. There's sort of a you know, just a sitting room area. The serving girl disappears. A few minutes later, La Carlotta comes out and, you know, draped in these sort of silks and satins.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and she kind of like breezes into the room, you know.
Is she like distraught still from the night before? Like a little like, oh.
Yes. You know, her cheeks are, you know, a little bit damp, you know, and she's...
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And she has a seat on a settee and says, well, in French, what can I do for all of you?
Does she speak English?
Yeah, for that.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I would think so. But
You would think so. She speaks Italian.
well,
Of
duh.
course.
Let's see here. Zambelli. Here she is. Yes,
She does speak English.
Good.
Great.
Like fluently, like good English or
It's
broken?
as good as her French.
All right,
so
Boom.
Floor's
Alright,
open.
if you don't mind, we would like to speak in English.
certainly.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for seeing us. Does Gaston have questions for her?
He's got his pad out, but he's gonna let you
okay.
take the lead if you want.
Oh, do either of you want to start questions, or I can start? I don't know. Yeah.
I wanted to ask what your relationship was with Joseph Bouquet. I noticed you're crying.
Oh yes, it has just been such a terrible trial, with the death. And so
I thought
many.
you didn't like him.
Yeah.
Certainly, but I would never wish him dead.
Okay.
Of course not. Of course not.
Yes,
We
yes.
didn't mean to imply that.
No.
He was an impudent little stagehand, but but at most he deserved a firing and a horse whipping.
Oh my God.
Gee whiz. Why? What did he do?
Yeah.
I like her already.
Feels like this is my type of lady.
He insinuated that I was not the best singer at this opera.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's outrageous.
How did he say was the best?
He didn't. He just said any number of the chorus girls do better than me.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
The divine Carlotta.
Wow.
That's outrageous.
That's specifically the chorus girls, eh?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yes,
Interesting.
it is indeed.
Chorus girls. Why would he? Wouldn't there be a replacement? Don't you have a
Understudy?
understudy?
I have several, yes.
Are they from the chorus, or are they just
No, they are professionals as well. This is why it was so insulting.
Yes,
no, I can see
exactly.
that.
He didn't even imply it was one of my understudies.
Wow.
That's horrifying.
That is outrageous.
Bone chilling.
And yet you still weep for him.
Yeah.
What a woman of amazing emotional
yes.
strength you must be.
I am.
Oh my
It
God.
is true.
Yes,
Oh
it
my
is
God.
true.
It is true.
She's a
Character.
diva.
What character?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
That does-
Extraordinary
this is a lot.
grace.
I am nothing if not beneficent.
Yes.
Oh right. Okay.
All right, so we know what we got here.
Alright, someone slip arsenic in her
I'm gonna
drink.
play.
Yep.
I'm gonna play right to her.
Please.
Someone put some alum in her teeth.
Kill her. Okay. So, let's see.
Have there been anything
Yeah. What are
strange going on in the
You
theater?
mentioned that
Poor
things
lady.
were happening a lot,
Oh,
and so we're concerned.
Oh, yes. So she gets a fan out.
shoot! I wanted to bring my fan. All right.
It seems every few months there is something. Nothing terrible, but several of our performers have had to resign because it has given them a nervous condition dealing with these things, and I am feeling like I am getting to that point as well.
Wow.
That must be so horrible for you.
I hate to have to make you relive it, but could you tell us more?
Oh,
Very good.
let me think. Bends herself a bit more. Just shadowy figures moving through the lower levels. Money, costumes, supplies going missing.
Huh.
Money.
Funny.
I know.
Minor accidents, near tragedies, heavy statues falling from balconies, prop guns loaded with real shells.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. That's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
Even one of our stagehands, maybe 2 years ago, he took a bad fall down the main staircase. He said he felt like he was pushed.
Oh dear.
I have been here 10 years, but it seems like these only started maybe 6 years ago.
Okay.
And
Were there any other changes 6 years ago that you noticed?
nothing at all.
Just that the opera ghost was appearing, or that things were happening.
I think that is when the stories of the opera ghost started.
Who really created that idea in terms of like naming that it was a ghost, or
Well, some say it is a ghost. Some say it is a former stagehand who knows all the secret passageways. Some say that it is a recluse who lives at the highest peaks of the opera building, looking out over Paris.
What do you know about Box 5?
Box 5. Box 5, it is said that the ghost watches every performance from that box, and that that box is never to be sold to the public. For a
When did that
performance.
start?
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tries to remember. It has been years. Maybe 6 years ago, maybe longer. I do not know.
Do you know who sat there before?
I do not.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. And what is your opinion of Madame Cherie, the leader of the ballet troupe?
Jury, yes.
Also good.
Cherie.
She,
Cherie.
I do not trust her.
Why not?
She, I think she has had dealings with the ghost.
Yes, I have reason to suspect that as well.
Yeah, we've heard rumors.
Well, she was outside of the box
She
on
waits
the night
for
that
him.
we saw the performance yesterday, I guess, yeah.
Yes, I would suggest you talk to her.
All right.
Okay. Do you really believe that... What's his name? Rajid or...
Yes, Chaudhuri. Rajiv Chaudhuri.
Do you really think that he killed the stagehand? Because he is in prison right now, and it is his most dire situation.
I actually perhaps hope that he is responsible, because it would mean that these ghost sightings were not as perhaps sinister as I have feared.
But do you believe that... I mean, you are around them more than anyone else. Do you believe that he would be capable of such a thing?
Well, he is a foreigner. Then again, he's
So
a
are you.
Yeah, he's like,
aka non-European.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I hear you.
But then again, he has been Colonel Taylor's loyal servant for many years, and I trust Colonel Taylor implicitly.
What did Colonel Taylor say to all of this in terms of Raj being...
He is most upset. You met him earlier in the jail.
Oh,
if
that's
you
right,
recall.
that's right, that's right.
He is most upset.
I'm just wondering if he told her anything that
Yes.
maybe she'll
And,
slip and say
and has
something.
vowed to clear his servant's name.
That is the just thing to do. Is there anything else around the story of the opera ghost or the man who was murdered? Anything else that comes to your mind that you can tell us?
I don't think so. No.
Do you know anything about how often do you spend time with the chorus?
No, as little as I can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who spends the most time with them?
Probably Madame Giry,
Okay.
some of the other stage directors.
Okay. Alright, I don't know if you guys can think of anything else. Okay. Alright.
So,
Maybe we call on you again if we have any other questions.
Oh. What does she think of that kind of attention?
she looks conflicted because she wants to say yes, but at the same time she says,
No.
well, not too much later. I do have to prepare for tonight's show, and
Oh, yes.
this much talking has already been a terrible stress on my vocal
Oh,
cords.
of course,
yes.
yes. We
And
possibly,
she gets a little atomizer, squirts some perfumed rose water.
possibly
into her
another
throat.
day or something.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, certainly, yes, certainly.
Alright, well, off we go.
Okay. So, LaRue says, I am going to remain behind with La Carlotta. I have a few other procedural questions for her, just so I can get some details correct in the for my next report. But I will catch up to you as soon as I can.
Very good.
For the
All
record,
right.
big footprints.
Big
Make
footprints.
footsteps.
Yes, we're going.
Go
away. Yeah. Alright, listen.
Another luck
Give it
roll
that.
from Celestia.
Oh, luck, come on. Bring it out.
Pass. 15.
Yes!
Okay. And go ahead and give me your listen rolls.
Oh, no. That seems unfair. Make it!
Fail it.
Oh, wait. No, I'm...
Well,
Make it!
still
Make
made
it! 3.
Ooh, check your listen.
Yes. Oh, it's already checked.
Oh. All right. So,
Boo.
boo.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So you can hear the conversation quite clearly.
Oh.
And it is indeed just LaRue asking her some more, sort of questions. Like,
Great. Hey.
how many more performances are you going to be doing this week?
Are you really going to leave? Etc.
It's exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You get a sense that he's working on sort of a page 6 sort of article. He's going to do a little profile on it.
Okay.
all right.
He's going to try and boost his word count with his editor a little bit.
Nice. All right.
But while you're lurking out in the hall,
Yes.
Celestia, you spot a man kind of passing by. Like the hall kind of tees into a main corridor. You see the man passing by. He's got a large instrument case that he's holding, and notably he has mud on his boots.
He's another stagehand.
He does not look like a stagehand.
Shall we follow him?
What does he look like?
He looks like a member of the orchestra.
Member of the orchestra?
So somebody has to stealth.
He's wearing a white tie and tails.
All right. So yeah, let's go. I would say
Yeah.
following
Okay.
him.
All right.
Not all of us.
Yes, all of us.
Really? Like who would be the best? Who has good stealth
Who's got the highest sneak?
and sneak? I have nothing.
Oh, I have
15.
10.
I have 10 too.
Oh, I have the best sneak.
With a 15. Yeah.
15.
What is the
big.
best? Let's see what else.
But I'm a big guy, so...
Right.
Yeah, but you are a hunter.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
can stalk your prey.
Your prey is carrying a giant tuba.
Yeah.
Should be fairly
Actually, it's
easy
like
to
a
stalk.
viol case.
Okay.
It's not that large.
No.
Well, let's see here.
Like a cello junior.
I would say you have the best luck.
Oh.
So,
Well,
True.
yeah, you're the luckiest of everybody. If we continue to go and question Madame Giry, then I think you could just look after, stalk the little guy.
Stalk the little guy for a little bit, see where he goes.
Yeah. And see where he came from. Like, where he was tracking the
Ooh,
mud.
maybe I should track his mud.
Yeah.
See where he came from.
But what's he gonna do? It may be something dangerous.
Because he's probably just going to his seat.
But why would he come from the bowels of the...
who is this guy?
I say we should I think he should be followed.
Okay, no problem.
And then we'll... Wait, so he's coming... explain
The
again.
T intersection.
There's
So-
a T intersection. This particular passage comes off of a sort of larger hall. So he's just heading from point A to point B along this hall.
Okay, so we can track him going that way.
The way he's going, yeah.
So we can follow him, and
But we can backtrack where he came from.
yes, they both
With
can
the
be
mud
done.
on the boots.
Possibly,
Possibly.
unless it runs into another muddy path.
Right.
Is that right? Of course.
Were we going opposite directions?
What do you mean?
Like, we're gonna go toward Madame... Where's her place
Jetty?
located? Yeah, where's her stuff located? Her room. Where can we reach her?
Let's see. With the directions you've been provided, it would be going the opposite direction from where he was coming.
Okay. Damn. I think we should track this first, and then... What do you
What do you want to do,
think?
Cyril?
What do you think?
Meanwhile...
Yeah. You're fine.
You're already off.
Yeah, okay.
fair.
Alright, so let's
Track them
track
already.
to see where those mud prints are coming
Fine.
from. Okay.
So go ahead and give me a sneak roll.
Fail miserably.
All right.
Okay.
And a luck roll.
Yes.
Pass.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you see him kind of give a glance back over his shoulder as you come out the
Can you
hall
see his face?
behind him. But he doesn't seem to pay any mind to you. You know,
Right.
like you're just some guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's blonde as well. Sort of like goat-like features, you know, if you will. Little mustache, little blonde mustache. So, Anyway, he's just making his way towards the orchestra pits.
Okay.
You suspected?
Yep.
You guys are going
okay.
to try and track.
Kind of see that and turn around.
We're gonna go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, we're not
But
going
meanwhile,
that
you guys
fast.
are going to try and track.
The prince.
Okay, go for it. Tracking
way.
roll, please.
All right.
Oh,
Yep.
Whoever's
Well,
got the better tracking.
right.
But where's
I have
the-
nothing.
I have 10. I have the
I have 10
percentage.
too.
You can both
See,
give it
I
a
fail.
I
shot.
have 30. So.
Triple zeros.
Ooh!
Oh, nice.
God.
Okay.
Nothing.
70.
I don't even see the mud anymore.
Yeah.
I have no
Yeah.
freaking idea. That's
Well, on a fumble,
carpet's
you do
mud
get to
color.
check your skill.
All right,
You know,
nevertheless.
you
The
learn from your
carpet's
great
mud
mistakes
color?
as well as your successes.
There's just too much mud.
All right.
There's actually, you see nothing at all.
Don't even see a lot
That's
of mud.
weird.
Zero. It's impossible.
You see a little
What
little
mud?
bit of mud, but you can't.
You can't tell.
Yeah, it's just like one piece of mud. Like,
Everyone-
track that, you know.
Yeah.
is mud laden.
But we know that whoever's in the box, I mean, why would I don't think stagehands would be in the boxes. I mean, that would be like the front of the house.
Nor would musicians.
Exactly. So that means.
So Cyril comes back.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. What did you
Hey.
find out?
I went to the orchestra pit.
Huh.
Did you see him set up his instrument,
So-
or?
No.
Oh,
I just watched him go in.
okay. He didn't seem suspicious.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You can give me a tracking roll.
No.
Lord, no.
33.
So close.
I'm like, I see you lost the mud, huh?
Yeah. Yes, you did.
I sure did.
Okay, so. Madame Julie?
Madame Judy.
All right, so you make your way through more labyrinthine passageways.
Yes.
Eventually, you come to a somewhat beat-up-looking door that nonetheless bears the nameplate of Madame Julie.
Knock, knock, knock.
Entree.
Okay, so we go in.
All right, so there she is. You recognize her from last night. She is an older woman dressed in black. She usually has her ballet cane with her, as she does now. And so she looks a little surprised. Can I help you?
Oh, yeah. We're just here on behalf of the Opera House to ask you some questions about last night.
Who sent you?
Fremont or
Fermin?
Fermin.
Richard.
Yes.
Mr. Richard.
Fermin Richard. Monsieur Richard.
I see. Well then, what can I do for you?
Well, to be quite honest, we are following up on the rumors of the opera ghost. In addition,
Connection.
in
with the
connection
death?
to the death of Joseph Bouquet.
I see. So she gets a little pale
Yes.
and sort of looks around and says, I know some things, but I am scared to speak of it.
What are you afraid of?
This ghost, he's capable of murder now.
Yes. It has
So
gotten
you do believe that
completely
it is the ghost that did this?
Of course it is. It has to be.
All right.
Can we speak outside of the opera? If it would be better?
Yeah.
Would that prevent any
It
overhearing?
might be. Well, I mean, it might see her going with us.
That's true. There may be no.
Yes. I can only tell you this much.
What?
I have seen the ghost myself. He
Yes.
is a man dressed in black, wearing a mask to hide his face. Sometimes he speaks to me, and his voice is gentle and soothing.
Oh, he speaks to you.
Yes. And he has a Germanic accent. Other times, his voice is frightening, low and metallic sounding.
It's horrifying. One of the chorus girls also has been talking with him.
Yes,
You know about
You're
this?
aware of this?
I am aware of young Christine.
Yes.
Why has he? I mean, does he talk to all the chorus girls?
No, Christine is the only one I'm aware of. But she is just a romantic fool.
What are you talking about? Romantic.
Romantic fool.
It's boo.
No, but what do you mean by romantic fool? I mean, does he have designs on her? Is this how can a ghost?
No, romance in the old sense. Not meaning amorous, but,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
like,
She finds it very
Flights of
romantic.
fancy.
Yeah,
Flights
but
of
it's okay. Sorry if you guys got that. I didn't get it. All right. On that note, how often has the opera ghost? Like, how long? Carlotta said that he's been around for like 6 years.
I suppose so.
How long have you known his, you know,
He contacted me 5 years ago.
for what?
He needed someone to attend to his needs in terms of providing him with program books and keeping Box 5 clean.
Huh.
He never misses a performance.
Who is he?
I do not know, but he gives me money and has promised that one day he will make my daughter Meg rich and wedded to royalty. And so I do what he asks.
How do you know that this is true and he'll follow through with this?
It is my only hope.
Oh, wow.
Who killed someone?
What does he usually ask of you?
Just the minor things, nothing terrible. And prior to last night, I didn't think it was too much to help him out.
Well, how can you stand by while an innocent man is in prison for this murder?
Because I fear for my own life now. And I fear I have said too much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I understand, but if you go to the authorities, perhaps they can figure out where he's living in the opera.
The ghost sounds very unghost-like to me.
Yeah, it sounds like a man.
He's just a person.
Yeah. Do you know where you can find him?
No. And I will say no more, except seek out the opera's gas man, Mauclair.
Okay.
Gas man?
Gas man. Yep. Need a lot of... Only one?
What a gas.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
They converted
thinking.
to electricity 10 years ago.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Really?
So does he work in the depths of the opera?
Yes, he has a small office down on the first level basement.
First level basement.
Here
Thank
we
you.
go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we will be discreet and hopefully,
Get this resolved.
yes,
With a minimum of
fuss
misery.
or death.
Yes.
Fuss or death.
Fuss or
Yeah.
yes.
Fuss. So death.
Death.
Death. Fuss. To the first level basement.
Yes.
Oh!
Finally, we get to go to the basement.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the bowels.
That's right.
Whee!
Okay. So you head downstairs.
Yes.
Montclair.
Nuclear. So you ask around a bit,
Yes.
and you are directed to Mauclair's office. It is indeed first level of the cellars. These are dark vaulted chambers, rather grim. They've not been wired for electricity, and so you are provided with a lantern, actually,
Oh.
to find your way to Mauclair's office.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You do note periodic muddy tracks on the stone
Sure.
floor of these cellars. But yes, you find Mauclair. He is in his office. He's got a little kerosene lamp on his desk, and he's reading the newspaper.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
Get that bone.
Eats
What are you doing? Are you serving with your bone?
Anyway,
Alright, sorry.
Yes.
so he
he's got this.
looks up from his paper. He's a working class Frenchman.
Okay.
Yes.
Madame Giry, hello.
Hello, mademoiselle.
Madame Giry sent us to you because we are investigating this opera ghost. And she said you may be someone who could help us with this matter.
He takes out a tobacco pouch and begins to make a cigarette. Some rolling papers.
Alright.
I don't know why she would have said that.
I have a feeling you would.
I do not bear the the ghost any particular sympathies after killing my friend last night.
Indeed, that is why we need someone who knows about him in any matter, so that we can get to the bottom of it and avenge your friend's death.
Well, believe me, if I knew anything myself, I would have been to the police already.
I see. Well, what do you know about the opera ghost?
Well, some say he is some say he is the ghost of a musician who died in the opera. I'm not so sure about this.
Have you ever heard the ghost speak to you?
I've never seen the ghost.
You have never seen the ghost yourself. How long have you been here at the theater?
15 years.
15 years.
Can you tell us about Box 5?
Very little. It was supposedly the ghost's box. He never misses a performance.
Sounds expensive to always leave a box to a ghost.
It does sound expensive.
Yeah. Do you know who was there, who used to use it or occupy it for the ghost?
It was just another box.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nothing ever happened in box 15 unusual even before this. Yeah. Tell us about the man who died. You were a friend of his,
Ah, yes, Joseph.
Mr. Bouquet.
Yes. Oh, we were good friends. We worked together for many years.
How many years would you say?
Oh, ever since I started here.
Well, he was here before
He was
you
here
were.
before.
Oh, I
We've
thought
seen
he was a
many
younger
things.
man.
Yes, many things.
Huh. All right.
Well, now that I think of it, Bouquet, he said he had seen something suspicious some time ago.
Well, was there any hint given to you regarding the nature of the suspicious?
Oh, yes, it was quite a story.
Well, please share. Yes. All right, that's fine. Let's see. So let's get the scene here. It's dark. There's just a couple of lanterns, smoke through the air, papers. All right then, good. So
About to tell us a dark story.
we're about to hear the tale. Montclair
Oh, okay.
is about to speak the tale of Joseph Bouquet and his
Okay.
suspiciousness.
Alright.
No, let me think on it. I think this was December of '93. So just about 4 years ago now. This was right around the time, if I recall, that very strange things began to happen.
Like,
Oh, odd accidents, that sort of thing. Puffing away on his
Things missing.
handle. Exactly, yes.
alright.
But yes, Bouquet came to me with an interesting story this particular day. He had stayed at the opera late to finish up some repairs in one of the workshops. As he was leaving, he claimed to have seen a figure dressed in a long dark cloak arrive at the opera. He was borne here in an unlit coach, and the coachman came down from his perch and assisted this man carrying something into the opera. Sometime later, the caped figure and the coachman returned to the street. The figure in black handed the coachman what appeared to be quite a few francs, and then they exchanged a few words. The coach then pulled away, leaving the mysterious man on the dark street in front of the opera. I asked Bouquet if he investigated further, but he said that due to the late hour, he instead returned to his flat. I do not know if Bouquet ever followed up on what he had seen. But I remember he did mention recognizing the coachman. Let me see. I don't remember the man's name, but I think Bouquet said something about the coachman now being in the employ of one Dr. Charles Richet. Give me a no or occult roll for that one.
Do.
7. That's the third 7. Damn.
12.
Yeah.
That is good.
So you both, I assume that's a 12 is success there. You both recognize that name. He is a renowned French psychical researcher.
Alright. Yes. Okay. So,
Fascinating.
yeah. I'm just trying to think.
What was the size? Did Bouquet talk about the size of what this man was bringing? And could it have been simply an instrument, simply a man? What was it particularly that seemed strange
He
about it?
didn't mention the size, but obviously if it took 2 men to bear
It's
it,
quite large.
yes,
Felt like a coffin?
perhaps. If your thoughts are so morbid as to imagine such a thing.
Well, they are.
Well, considering there has been a death.
Yeah. Well, did it look like it? So you said it was. You asked if it was like an instrument.
Well, yeah. But
Bouquet
it
did
would
not
be not.
elaborate.
Right.
But he
He
knew
knew.
about it.
That's the thing.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. We need to go down
Yes,
deeper.
exactly.
So can he be a guide to down into the catacombs?
That was exactly.
Give me a persuade roll.
I'm persuading.
We will need help.
Why is my persuade? Come on, fast talk.
This would have to be persuade.
I missed by 7.
Okay.
Do you want to try?
Good God, man.
Sure, why not?
No. All right.
Yeah.
I'll try persuade, and I'll say,
Oh,
this is a case of such enormous importance. We need a long-time employee like yourself, butter. Mm-hmm. We need someone who really knows the guts of this establishment in the way that all those up there simply can't gut. We need your help.
yes.
Fail!
No, he just listens impassively as all three of you try to argue with him.
No.
Just taking drags off his cigarette. And he says, those passages below are very treacherous. I would suggest you all take a source of light in case one of you gets separated. You do not want to get lost in the dark.
Why?
Night,
You'll never find your way out.
Then that's why we need your help.
where no one can hear you. They won't
Sorry,
come.
that's not my job description.
All right.
Bureaucratic.
Yep.
You know anybody that knows that?
Yeah.
That would be willing to come?
Would anyone be willing to help us?
I can't think of a one.
All right.
Of course not.
No.
What if I show you my ankle?
Ooh.
That's
That's
that was
gutsy.
folded into the persuade roll.
Do you want to push the persuade roll?
I am.
But maybe he won't even be able to help. Maybe it is as he says, and no one can help us. We have to go by our wits
I think we have to
alone.
wait. I don't know if we should go down there.
We could come back later for him after we talk to Mr. Richer.
Yeah, I think we need to
He's
talk
not
to
going
Richer
anywhere.
first.
Yeah.
Because we need to explore that and then...
Mr. Richer isn't going anywhere.
No, he's not. So,
I mean,
well, when's the performance starting? What time is it
Montclair.
now?
It's been a couple hours,
It's
so
creeping.
it's going to be like 6 hours from now.
oh, good.
Okay, so let's call upon Dr. Richer.
Yeah.
Okay.
The psychical
Research.
Yes.
delicate genius.
Maybe he'll be...
The delicate genius. All right.
Pop!
So. Very good. So, you head back out into the light of day.
My character is getting a little antsy, talking to all these exciting people and not doing any of their cards. It's making her really nervous.
Oh. Well, on our carriage ride over, why don't we...
Pop a few cards.
Let's do it.
Pop a card.
I can't hack it. It's just like...
Totally. Yeah.
All right, bust out the cards. Make cartomancy roll.
Do it about the ghost.
Oh, we want to ask specifically about the
ghost man.
the Germanic metallic speaking
The phantom.
You might call him that. Of course, I pass. I've got advanced cartomancy.
Yes, you do indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what sign he is now.
Oh,
He's a Sag.
He's studying.
He's a Sag.
Fiery.
Typical Sagittarius.
Low, embering, burning, going through things. Telling you.
All right. Well, again, you turn up the hermit.
Again. Wait, when
Yeah,
did
we
the-
only
when
get
did-
one. We only get one.
Ergo,
pull.
my choice of shirts, man.
Why, you little...
Oh, and I didn't notice that.
Subtly.
I thought you were being that dude.
He was that dude last weekend.
What?
We were listening to Led Zeppelin, and you had your Led Zeppelin shirt on.
Well, it was purely accidental.
We were in the car.
Yes.
It was that guy.
But anyway,
All right.
but there is a slight change.
L'Hermite.
This time. Again, you turn up the moon as part of your. But this time it is upright rather than ill-dignified,
All right. That's some
which in this
improvement.
case signifies
Wow.
deception, error, falsehood,
right.
and change.
That's right.
So, changeable man.
Deceiver. Someone is not who he claims to be. Gaston.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe Gaston Leroux is not who he
Richer?
claims to
Richette?
be. Richette.
Richette?
So we have we have just those two cards.
Yeah, well, in the significant position.
Fine. All right then. All right, thank you.
Devil's in the details.
Yeah, I know. What's the insignificant?
Yeah.
Are we given anything insignificant? No. No. All right.
All right, so we're on our way.
What was the name of the reporter we were with?
Gaston Leroux.
Gaston Leroux. He's
Because he's
affable.
conveniently disconnected himself from this process.
That's true.
Pointing that out.
Thank you,
Really
Mr.
good
Weston. Mr. Weston makes a good point.
Indeed.
Yeah, slipped the noose. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
Oh god, that's horrible.
So after,
Why would you
Oh
say
my
something?
god! Did the guy? I just
yeah,
completely.
oh, too soon.
Oops! 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 That just fell out. I just couldn't help myself. It's on
Just
my
like
mind.
that guy fell out.
It's on my mind.
Fell
Like
off.
the guy fell out.
Bloop.
All right, so the coach ride over.
Yes.
You discuss these things. You know that Richette is president of the Institut Métaphysique International,
Does Mathers know him?
honorary president of La Société Universelle d'Études Physiques, or Physiques,
We don't have an
Psychics.
appointment. He's not gonna want to say it.
and professor of physiology at the Faculty of Medicine in
Oh,
Paris.
I'm
Whoa!
sure he will talk to us.
All right.
Okay, so arriving at his offices at the Faculty of Medicine, I will need a successful French roll
Oh.
to get past the secretary.
Oh, really? What? I failed by
Push
7.
it. Push it.
I'm pushing.
Violent ejection.
Nope, 16 or 19.
You made it?
I made it.
Okay.
Into the push.
All right. So you start speaking, and you can see the secretary is not liking your accent. So you
Really
you
pour it on.
stop and you kind of try harder, and you get it this time. So now I will need a credit rating or persuade roll from you.
Credit.
Okay.
Can you? I'm gonna check the dog and her bone situation. 18 made it.
All right. So you do drop Mather's name. You know. I'm
Oh, and then
associate
some.
of Monsieur Mathers.
Yes,
I would like to speak to his associate.
concerning a grave
Shakes.
matter.
Yes, that's right. So the secretary says, "No, the doctor is very busy, but I will see what we can do." So they disappear for a while. Come back. Right this way, please.
Yes. Boop boop boop. Here we go. I'm gonna check the dog and how big the bone is. How big is your bone?
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, you're shown through to Richette's office,
Yes.
and
Yes.
he shakes your hands and says, "What can I do for you?"
Well, of course you've heard about the opera ghost.
The opera ghost. Yes.
ghost of the
Yes,
Royal
of course.
Opera.
Yes.
And you've heard about the hanging that occurred last night.
I did read that in the paper. Yes. Terrible.
Most alarming.
Terrible fact.
We were on the scene. It was.
We were there. It was horrifying.
I see.
We've come here on behalf of the Opera House to investigate any sort of information that we can find out about the Opera Ghost, the myth thereof, any strange happenings with Joseph Bouquet at the opera, and your name was among a couple of names we were given regarding some mystery surrounding the Opera House.
I see. I fail to discern the connection there.
Well,
There was a carriage that had been hired
a couple years back.
4 or so, December of '93. Does that ring a bell?
Not really.
Well, we were told that you were there on December, I don't know what it was, in 1893. You were there during a delivery. And
Why would I be present at a delivery at
That's-
the opera?
that's why we've
We wanna
come here.
know.
We needed to clarify what we were being told.
Nothing.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
I've never participated in a delivery. That sounds more like something a coachman would do.
Indeed it does. But there's been a lot of strange occurrences at the Opera House. I'm not sure if you were aware of those, or if your organization has investigated any of those happenings.
I've heard a few anecdotes, but
Oh, there's evidence of spirit activity in box 5. Has there been no investigation?
yes, no.
It's strange.
What I've read of it seems nothing more than sort of superstition one encounters at an opera or other sort of venue of that nature.
Do you ever go to the opera?
Occasionally.
That you do. Yeah.
Yes,
What was the last show that you had seen? Perhaps
2 months ago.
2 months ago, really.
Well,
Who was the diva for that? Would that have been Carlotta Zamprelli?
Yes.
Was she was there at that time.
Kona Colombo.
One other thing.
We know you were there.
Yeah.
We're coming after you. No, we don't say that.
No, we don't say that. We don't say that.
Well, if there's anything that you remember that comes to your mind,
Can I do a spot hidden of this office?
Sure.
There should be any. How I did it. And I hit it on the money. Is there anything in there? Anything?
He's got a lot of tomes on various occult
Beautiful
studies.
library. What a beautiful library you have,
Yes,
sir.
it's a lovely
My God.
library.
We are students of the occult ourselves.
Oh, I see. Yes, my secretary mentioned that you said you were associates with Monsieur Maddox.
Indeed we are.
well, that's why
I'm sorry
we're
I can't help you more.
I just find it strange. Why would your name be mentioned by, who is it, Monclair?
It was Moncler,
Monclair.
the gas man.
Who is Monclair?
He is the gas man at
He's
the
the
Opera
gas
House.
He had spoken to the dead
Again, why
man.
would I have had an association with the gas man?
Or wasn't a direct association with him.
All right, well, I think I have an idea.
Excellent.
But it has nothing to do with you, so
Fair enough.
thank you for your time.
Well, again, my apologies.
If we should want to come back and take a class or something with you,
Certainly,
might you have
certainly.
a schedule of events?
Yes, here is he hands you
lecture?
a brochure from the Société Universelle d'Études Psychiques.
Okay. Is he speaking at anything coming up? Anything?
He has a talk coming up in mid-January.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
But of course.
All right, so I think we better leave.
For now. For now. Thank you for your time.
All right, so emerging onto the Parisian streets.
I have an idea.
What was his?
I think here's the deal. I think
Yes.
that whatever we're dealing with can disguise itself to look like different people in order to pass.
Diabolical. I
So-
thought he was simply lying. Because there
No.
was a body in the trunk, and he's a necromancer.
Oh, that's true.
Could be an imposter. If so, why him?
Well, because he is a questionable person. I mean, he's an upstanding person, so yeah. Why would you follow up on it? Well,
Let's ask some of the ladies if they've seen, like if they, perhaps Madame Géry, who is very forthcoming with their information,
yeah.
if she is aware of this Mr. Richet.
Okay.
Richet, if they're
I wonder if there's more than one person.
So it's not just one person; it's several.
the ghost isn't one man.
Yeah, because he covers his face.
Maybe they all wear
Like
masks.
it.
And their
I
voice
like
changes
it.
sometimes, so it could
Okay.
be more than one person. A group.
That's a good idea.
It could be the orchestra. Could be, because Mademoiselle Day seemed to hear someone a little bit different than Géry.
And she says that she heard like two different voices.
Yes.
So it may
That's
be
very
more than
good.
one person.
I think that holds water.
Okay.
So as you're chatting out on the sidewalk, a coach pulls up, and Monsieur Richet, comes out
Does he?
and sees you there and tips his hat.
Yes.
Just off to dinner.
I
don't
fold
mind
off,
me.
like I have a map.
Yeah.
The tower. If it goes up yet, and whatever.
And he climbs into the coach. And, says to his coachman, "L'Institut Le Perc, if you please."
What is that?
Well, L'Institut would be
The school.
his school, and I'm sorry, Le Société, please. Excuse me. And Le Perc would be a surname. That'd be his coachman's name.
What?
Yeah.
He's going to the school.
Yeah.
The society, but which
The
one?
society. His secret
Well,
society.
where are we now? I thought that's where we were.
No,
No,
you're
we're
at
at
the
the
Faculty of Medicine.
The
Oh.
hospital, basically.
Let's go.
All right, let's go
Shall we
there.
join him?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Get a coach right
Behind
after
him.
him.
follow
the
that.
coach.
Yeah. Basically.
pretty
All right,
much.
so a low-speed coach chase ensues.
That's right.
Riveting. Can we do more cards?
If you want.
It'll be the same cards.
Yeah.
It'll be creepily the same cards.
Exactly.
Again and again,
Again and again and again.
No.
The cards can only tell you so much.
That's true. You shouldn't go back to him.
All right. So basically,
All right. So you
we're
follow
following.
him, across.
So why would he suddenly go to the society unless, I mean, maybe he had an appointment there, maybe it's his normal day.
Or we put the wind up.
I think it's a little,
Yeah, it's like 4 in the afternoon.
I think it's a little strange that he would suddenly,
He's spooked.
he said he was going to dinner, right?
Yeah.
He might be at the
He told
society.
us he was going to dinner and then...
One of many lies.
Do they serve meals at the
One of
society?
many lies. Well, you'll have to find out. So you arrive at this building.
Yes.
You arrive at this building.
We don't give a fuck. We're just sitting there.
You see Richette, entering, and the coach waiting outside.
Oh, the coach is waiting outside?
No food being cooked.
Yeah.
Do you?
Is there,
What do we smell? Do we
is there
smell
any food?
partridge heads, perhaps?
No, you don't smell anything out on the street. No.
Okay. Is there any evidence of larger activity? Like, are there a number
there
of
a big
people coming
meeting?
in?
Maybe they're having a
Is there a sandwich board out there or
You
anything?
see a few other men going in.
Dressed in black.
Black frock coats. Yeah. It's cold.
Well, sure.
Everyone's got
Everyone's
coats on.
wearing black.
Bone.
Did she eat the bone already?
You can't have.
She
I heard
might
her
have.
crunching on
She
it.
might have.
No.
No?
Is it a round bone?
Yeah.
Is it the one over there in the corner?
Oh, no.
No.
Long.
Wait, I heard it.
No, that was another one.
Ay, ay, ay. How many
damn
bones?
are there?
Are we serious?
All right,
I don't know.
pause it for a second.
Pause the stitch.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Into the dungeons?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That seems pretty...
yeah.
It seems like we're getting a lot of push to go.
Yeah, somebody wants us to go into the...
Nobody wants you to go there.
Yes, everyone does.
Everyone does.
Everyone does.
I
All signs
replace
point to yes.
your reality with mine.
So basically, we're just gonna hover outside of the society in the coach. We know where he went, so that makes him instantly suspicious.
Okay.
So we're just gonna keep him in mind and go back. I would say, what?
Talk to me about the building itself. Is there a possibility of me creeping around the side and
Scooby-Dooing it up?
No, it's a Parisian row house.
so there's nothing?
So you
All right.
can't.
So no.
go there.
All right. Smoky, smoky.
Back to the opera
Yeah,
house.
that's it.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything we can do there without putting ourselves at undue risk.
Alrighty. So back to the opera house you go. And
Sense of adventure.
Do you want to go in?
Go inside?
No.
No?
Are you
Yes?
sure? If you do,
Go.
if you do,
Go
then
for it.
we'll wait for you.
You got an elephant gun.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, if you want to, go for it. He'll just. What is he gonna
break
do?
in with the elephant.
He's just gonna kick you out. I mean,
Right, he's gonna kick you out.
Call the
and then
cops.
Fine.
you'll get arrested. You'll be with Raj.
There you go.
No, it's okay. We'll go in the dungeons with my elephant gun.
All right, that's good.
Alright. Heading on down.
Well, I think can we talk to Claire again?
Montclair. And I wanted to pass around Mr. Richette's name with Madame Jolie.
That's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Since she's a talker, she might know
Hop
something.
in on Nadine.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Montclair.
Montclair, the gas man. Basement one.
Meet me down there after you talk to Jury.
We're not gonna go together?
Oh, sure. Okay, come on. Okay. All right. So, Jury first, and then downstairs.
Fair.
Okay. So, what did you want to? Oh, ask her about Richette.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we will approach Madame Jolie. Is she still in
Call
her
on her, yeah.
room? Where is she? Is she working? What is she doing?
You ask around.
Where's she at?
Yeah, you find her up in her office.
Oh,
still.
hooray, she's still alive.
Just checking in to see if you're alive.
She's
Meat
dead.
hook.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so yes.
Okay. So, how can I help you?
Madame Jolie, we had just spoken with Monsieur Montclair, the gas man, down in the first basement. And he told us a rather interesting tale. I wonder if you heard it about a darkened coach approaching in December of '93, and two men unloading a large crate. Is this nothing? It's certainly strange. Anyway, attached to that tale was the name of a French psychical researcher, Mr. Richette, somewhat higher up in this medical establishment as well. And we were wondering We went to go see him. Perhaps you knew him as well.
No.
Nothing.
Name
No
does
one.
not ring a bell.
All right. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
We're sorry to take up your time. Thank you for being so forthcoming. I understand the risks.
So, as you're leaving her dressing
Well,
room,
have you seen Mr. LaRue around?
yes, I believe he is still here. I think he's planning on attending tonight's performance.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Excellent. As we're leaving,
As you're leaving the dressing room,
what do we see?
you hear actually a little kind of from the shadows. Yeah, shadows.
Okay,
Turn
from
to
the
look.
shadows.
You see a man with blonde hair and a goatish face, wearing a black opera cape,
What?
and he's motioning you over.
Let's go.
Hey.
It is the muddy booted violist.
Okay.
Yes, looks familiar. Recognize his goatee face.
I never forget something that I track.
So,
So,
goat.
that's right.
It smells.
I've hunted goats in Anatolia. And I've hunted goats in Paris. So,
That's awesome. Yes.
so yeah, he motioned. Please, you must come over here.
Who are you?
My name is Eric Zahn. I am a violist in the orchestra.
Okay. And?
I need to tell you that it wasn't me. I did not murder Bouquet.
Very
Why
good.
would you think that we
Very
would think
good.
that?
Because I am the opera ghost.
What?
You're the opera ghost, huh?
Why are you the opera ghost?
Yeah, what's
I
that?
am.
But why?
But why?
Yeah.
You're a man. You're not a ghost.
You're a goat, man.
Man, you're a goat. You're a goat, not a goat.
That is to say, I've been posing as the opera ghost.
How long?
Some time now.
Why?
Because I'm in love with Christine Day, but I dare not tell her. So I come to her in disguise as the ghost, posing as her angel of music.
So were you the one that took her into the basement?
Yes, I did do that.
So
Do anything to her?
On my honor, no.
We don't care.
I do.
I did the gutter this one.
I'm just curious. 'Cause it seems nefarious.
When you come to my line of work, you do all kinds of
crazy
crazy
now.
shit.
Yeah, she really believes. All right. Well, were you ever going to reveal yourself to Christine?
I have hoped for some time now that I would work up the courage to do so, but alas, so far I have not been able to.
Just 1 second.
Yes, you hear some cracking back there?
suspicious sound.
So you know the basement well?
Some parts, yes. I can show you some secret passageways.
That would be awesome if you would be willing to do that. If you do that for us, we would be happy to keep your secret
Absolutely.
for
Yes, of course.
We have
of
a
course. I do not want to be blamed for that murder.
you. Understand completely.
I don't think. How large is this man?
He's very slight.
He's a slight man.
So he's small,
impossible to do that. He couldn't have done it anyway.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the physical
It's just
strength.
a bone.
It wasn't a bone. It was the handle of the lint roller.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Her bone's still out here, right?
Yeah. She
Okay.
still has it. She's on a chewing
She moved on to
rampage.
something else.
She's like, oh, I must chew something.
She just needs to pass out is what she needs.
All right. So, she seemed comfy out there.
So
All right.
we cracked a deal.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. In exchange for our silence, he's gonna take us on a tour of the basement and show us some secret passages.
Well, then who did kill Joseph?
We'll
The
find
real
out.
ghost, but I do not know who.
There's
it
a real
is.
ghost?
Somewhere. Everyone here knows that there is a ghost in the opera.
Were you the one speaking to Madame Giry?
Jury? No. That is not me. You can give me a psychology roll.
Yeah, well, let's see. Make it.
You sense he's not telling the whole truth.
Aha, really?
Please, you need to be honest. We do not want to turn you in for the murder of this man.
No, for you would be turning in an innocent man.
We would like to find the real person so that an innocent man or another innocent man doesn't go to prison.
Yes.
Certainly, but I've given you all the information that I can at this time.
But you can't.
Do you know of someone who is talking to her?
Someone, what?
Who was talking to her?
Who?
Madame Giry.
I do not know.
All right. So we're gonna.
So how many of these real ghosts are there?
Yeah. Who's to know?
Easily 6 dozen. No.
Oh, what the? Wow.
You must find all 72 opera ghosts.
No.
Whole secret society.
Yeah, it's a secret society.
Opera ghosts. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
All right. So.
Alrighty. So yes, he'll take you down. He'll show you some secret passageways.
Okay.
So forth.
Like where you took Christine and stuff.
Yes, exactly. All right.
So, Mr. Zahn,
Where's he from?
He's charming.
John.
did you happen to know any of the anything of the story with Mr. Bichette and a certain box delivered at night under cover of darkness?
Yes.
4 years ago?
No. It does not ring a bell.
Right. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
So he takes you down, into the cellars along the way, saying, I cannot linger long. I have to be up in the pit for the performance in 3 hours.
So how long would it take us to just get a general tour? Come on, inside.
Probably about an hour.
Okay.
Rest of life.
Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. So we're gonna go now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
Okay.
Do you want to put down your viola before we go?
Put down what?
His instrument is viola?
Oh, does he?
Do
Is
you
it
want to
down in
cart
the
that with
pit?
you?
Oh, no.
No? All right. All right.
That's down in the
I
pit.
pictured him holding it, but no. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It's down in the pit.
All right.
Yeah.
Goat man.
Okay.
Lead on.
All right. So he leads on.
Yes.
He has a lantern.
Yes.
So he takes you down into the cellars.
Lovely. Dank.
Dank.
Oh, very dank.
Rotting.
Yes.
Dripping. Stinking.
Dank. And along the way explains there are 5 subterranean levels beneath the opera.
5 levels. Yeah.
Why?
Why so many levels?
Yeah. Would I know why?
Well, it's Paris Opera.
What does that mean?
It's old.
They just store things there?
Yep.
Yeah,
All kinds of
there,
things.
There is a fully functioning set of stables for horses, along with a elevator to bring the horses up to the stage. Everything is powered by hydraulics from the underground river below the opera.
Sewers alone.
All right.
During the siege, during the last war, and then the Communard uprising, this building was used as a prison and a military base.
Okay. All right. So we get into the depths of the.
There are 5 levels
Okay.
beneath the opera.
So yeah, he takes you down. He shows you, like there are doors and there are passageways, and he takes you to one particular trap door that's situated like 4 feet off the ground, and it's only like 2 feet square. He says, if you open this door, it will take you into an access hall that will wind its way down 1 level and then come out into another tunnel. There are many such passageways that I have used to get around, and one of them takes me to behind the room of the chorus girls' dressing rooms, and in such a way I'm able to speak through the mirror to Mademoiselle Day, and she thinks that I am speaking to her.
Are you a good singer?
I have a voice, yes.
Just wondering how convincing it was. How often do you visit her?
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay. See, I was gonna say, what if he wasn't Mondays and Wednesdays?
Yeah.
Oh well. I was hoping for that. Didn't get it. All right. So Tuesdays and Thursdays you visit her.
Okay.
Okay. So have you heard about the other strange occurrences where statues have fallen and other mischief has happened? Were you the cause of any of that?
None of the terrible mischief. I will admit to having stolen some goods.
Yes.
Did you know Joseph? Okay.
Somewhat, yes.
Was he a pleasant fellow? Was he difficult to get along with?
He was a stagehand and all that implies. Working class, a little rough around the edges, but you know.
Can you think of anyone who wanted to kill him?
No.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
All right. So where is he taking us? Like,
He's taking you on this
just
tour.
all
you know,
around.
and
Okay.
kind of showing you, and basically the things he's showing you are like, you know, very tight little tunnels,
corridors
Yeah,
and-
corridors. You know,
Well, what's his last name?
Zon.
Zon.
Zahn. Mr. Zahn, have you seen any proof that a ghost exists here?
Only fleeting glimpses.
Like, what would you see?
A man in black. That is how I knew to assume that costume.
And that's all. He's in black. There's no other.
A broad-brimmed hat. Face hidden somehow. Behind a
So
mask or a
you
scarf.
think so you've only seen him. You haven't heard him, or
I have not.
okay.
But sometimes down in the cellars you do hear snatches of music.
Like what?
Listen now. Give me a listen roll.
Oh. Oh, I fail.
Hey. Phil.
Yeah, so Cyril, you can pick it out. It's just like very...
Anyway,
Yeah.
It's very slight, but there's a slight sort of harmonic sound. Seems to be kind of drifting
A
up.
harmonica?
No. Seems to be kind of drifting up from the passages below, you know.
ding 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 ding.
Oh, banjo. It sounds like a banjo.
Right, yeah.
But it sounds like what does it sound like?
But it's very slight. It's just like you can just barely
Well,
make
let's
it out.
follow
Like
it.
a record?
Well, music. It sounds like some kind of
Okay.
melody.
Okay.
Can I tell what direction it's coming from?
Just that it seems to be echoing up from below.
From
So
below.
it's down.
As opposed to above. Because occasionally
Yeah.
you hear, you know,
Well, sure.
sounds of people above, you know, and so it's
That's
definitely
not
not
right.
coming from that direction.
What level are we on right now? What'd you say?
Probably the second level. You've gone down some stairs, so you're guessing.
All right, so it's beneath us.
How much longer are you willing to take us through? Have you ever investigated? Oh, sorry. Answer the first
go-
question.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he takes his pocket watch out and says, I do have to leave soon.
Okay. Is there any other? Have you done your own investigation in terms of the ghost and?
Only as much as allowed me to court the young.
I see.
Oh, you're obsessed
All
with her.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you do realize that the Vicomte.
Yes.
You do realize that he has arrived and he seemed to be very concerned for her and worried about her.
Yes, I am only too aware of it.
I bet.
You're not going to do anything rash, are you?
Certainly not.
Okay. Well,
I believe they're just childhood friends.
yes,
That's my
but
hope, at
That's
least.
probably true.
yeah, definitely.
I think
they seem
more
very,
brother sister thing.
Yeah,
going on.
definitely.
You got nothing to worry about.
No.
You're good.
Well, no, I wouldn't say.
He's got
Well,
plenty
I'm
of-
just saying. While I do feel that this is something that maybe helped you to get to know her better. I'm sorry. I do believe that it might be best to reveal to her your intentions.
I know. I'm waiting for the right time. I just cannot do it.
This
Why not?
sneakiness seems a little hard on her psyche. She seems a little delicate right now.
That is a good point. Perhaps I will think on this.
Okay.
For
But,
her own
uh,
sake, maybe.
For now, I will put aside the deception.
Yes,
Okay.
I think it's best, just for now. Yeah, has Christine noticed you at all in any other form? I mean,
I don't think she even knows I'm alive.
oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a problem for her.
I want to start by friending her on Facebook.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
And other people could be looking for you, so if you continue with this,
yeah, I mean, then she would definitely not want to.
Yes, well, now that
So-
murder is involved,
Yes.
I'm much less prone to
yes.
assuming that disguise. Certainly.
Yes, we can keep your secret as long as you keep it yourself as well, so.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Here we are.
we're gonna
In
go
the
for.
cellars.
We're down here
Shall
now.
we go further down? Down,
Can we
down,
find
down,
our way back, do you think?
down, down, down.
You can, leave marks on the.
Okay,
on the
so we'll do
walls
that.
and stuff.
I miss Padma. And her
too.
map making skills.
I know. She's so good at that.
Do. Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you proceed down into the cellars. It is completely black. I mean, you're underground. You're in these stone vaulted halls, and with only your lantern light to guide you.
We're making our way.
At a certain point, you're walking through a narrow, almost sewer-like passage, although there isn't any actual sewage.
Okay, good.
But you do hear a high-pitched screeching sound approaching you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
bats.
like loud, yeah, sort of rodent-like screeching. Maybe bats, maybe rodents.
Cyril.
You see hundreds of
lift my
tiny
boots.
eyes glinting in the
tiny
light of your.
No!
Rats.
I will need a luck roll from Celestia.
Oh no, I don't want to get the plane.
Pass. 4.
Yes, oh, yes. Wow.
Hells yeah.
So you had actually spotted just maybe about 5 feet back a little side passage that came in that was up about 3 feet. So you could duck
Jump
back
in
into
there.
that if you wanted to.
Okay, so we go.
All right. So you all hustle
Hop,
back,
yeah.
jump up, just in time as this like sea of rats courses by.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. What are they feeding?
tails whipping around, you know, so forth. So they pass by, and it starts to get quiet again.
That was gross.
There you go.
Cyril's like, wow.
Never seen so many rats before.
Yeah.
We're
So
on
that's
an
what they all
adventure.
do. Now it's an adventure.
Yeah.
Now it's an adventure.
What were they
Okay.
fleeing? What were they fleeing? I wonder.
Yeah.
That's always
Let's
curious.
find out. Should
Let's
we
find
follow
out.
where they were?
Yeah, let's go back where they came from. Okay.
So you emerge into the
Rising
back
water.
out into the passage.
Rat poop everywhere.
Exactly.
You can,
Slick.
there is some turdage. On
No,
the floor.
turdage.
Yes.
As you come out, you can see with a glance down the passageway from the direction they came,
Scared shitless.
an ominous fiery face floating in the darkness.
What?
Yes. sort of skeletal and red, just sort of
Really?
coming towards you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Speak to it. Speak to it.
That's amazing.
How big is it?
It's human size.
Okay,
And I
that's
will
good.
need sanity rolls for this bizarre sight.
Yeah.
It's a fiery head.
I pass.
I fail.
Pass.
I
So
fail.
you lose 1.
It's too much for me.
It's a lot.
It is. I'm like, oh my
Oh God!
god. Something you don't see every day.
No,
Yes.
you don't.
And so
on
then,
fire?
then as it comes towards you, you can
Yes!
see that it is actually a man
Oh.
bearing a red light lantern, like a little
Oh,
red lit.
hooray.
Oh,
Good thing you didn't shoot it, Cyril.
Oh, I had not thought about that. I was merely going to say, hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Greetings.
Are you on an adventure like us?
Just 2 adventures crossing in the night.
So he looks at you curiously and says something in French. So Lily,
Oh.
I will need a French roll because his French is so bad. It was so like
Thick.
thick and
Yes.
low class.
I make it.
All right. So he's like, "What are you doing down here?"
Well, we are looking for the opera ghost.
Well, that's
Hey,
frank.
man, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be like, yeah, he's back this way.
That'd be me.
Yeah. You're talking to him.
Please call me Larry.
Larry Ghost. So
Okay.
so he says, I have seen a dark figure down in this passage
How often?
Of course you have.
from time to time.
Are you sure it wasn't your own reflection?
Not entirely, no.
How often? So from time to time? Mm-hmm. Do you think it's responsible for the death that occurred last night?
I don't need a fast talk roll out of you to get anything else.
Is there any other day besides Tuesdays
Wow.
and Thursdays?
I make it.
Okay.
Come on, I'm like beautiful.
Oh yeah.
You're
And
stunning.
so he's
Yes.
like, ooh, this beautiful woman's talking to me.
Exactly.
I've never come across beautiful women in these catacombs.
So he says, well, to To tell you the truth, mademoiselle,
Yes.
I
You can tell me anything.
I am paid a few francs. I am paid a few francs every week to rid the Phantom's lair of rats.
Phantom.
I am known as the rat catcher.
The rat catcher.
So you know these tunnels well.
Does that ring a bell?
I don't know.
Of course, I can't say that to him.
Yes.
You don't say that out loud.
I can't.
No.
Well, I say it out loud, but I really say it to you because I don't
Yeah,
understand.
then yeah,
not
he doesn't
French.
know what you're saying. So,
It's not French.
So he knows.
can you lead us to this lair? More fast talk?
This will have to be a persuade roll.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Or a law roll to threaten him with,
No,
we'll turn you in,
no.
blah, blah, blah.
My persuade is so shite. Why didn't I?
What?
I don't know why. I put a lot into occult. And now there's no occult. I fail.
All right.
Can you persuade him, Cyril?
Can
With
I
your...
try persuading through her?
It would be
Not that I-
half of your persuade.
Oh my god, what's the point
Try
then?
it.
Through a
Better than nothing.
translator.
That's true, actually.
Worst thing that happens is nothing.
Right, exactly. Nope.
Yeah.
No, nothing happened.
That's what that is.
What's
Celestia?
what have I got?
It is not worth my life. To
I got
reveal such
35.
Oh my god! Okay, give him the
information.
stink
An
eye.
18 or less there.
Stink eye.
18 or less?
Yep.
Come on, man.
82.
It's not worth my life to reveal
That's like
such
exactly what I
information.
rolled.
Yeah.
Yep, it's creepy, huh?
Yeah, it's creepy.
All right, well,
Well,
you cannot avoid. We will simply follow his tracks.
yes.
We will simply backtrack him.
Yeah, we'll follow the rat poop.
You can attempt to try.
Bingo!
Okay. You can give me a track roll at double your normal chance.
Oh!
That'll probably be Cyril, actually.
Oh.
Only one person can track it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
You made it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool! Rat poop tracking! Yeah.
All right, so
Following the poo.
following the trail of the
Yeah.
rats,
yeah.
it does take you deeper down into the cellars.
Is the music getting louder?
It is getting slightly
See?
louder, yes.
See?
See?
Said the blind man.
To the deaf horse.
In due time, you come to a passage that takes you to a remarkable sight. A cold black lake.
Ooh.
Underground lake.
It is motionless water,
There's no light.
reflecting the light from your lanterns like glass.
No! Dude, I think Padma. I'm glad Padma's not here.
I know.
She'd be freaking out a little bit.
You see little more than a forest of support columns jutting out of the still water. Black mildew and fungus have sprouted on the columns and ceiling. The ceiling itself is only about 5 feet above the surface of the water.
Ooh.
A small boat has been pulled up and is resting on the passageway floor.
Oh, here by us?
Mhm.
Let's get in. Let's do this.
Furthermore, listen rolls, please.
Listen rolls.
Fail!
Fail.
Oh, fail.
I'm gonna push.
With a
Push.
97.
Ooh.
I'm like,
Ooh.
I'm all looking at the
Yeah,
lake.
you're staring at the mesmerized.
You're like,
Alright.
don't touch it. I'm like,
I'm gonna push my listen.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you're straining to hear where the music's coming from, and you strain so hard if you fail that you're gonna fall into the water.
Okay.
You're leaning forward and you're gonna lose your balance.
what's
and
your
fall in.
listen?
I've already broken my leg a couple years ago.
Yeah.
What's your listen again?
My listen is 50.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, it's not too bad. You have 50-50 chance.
I
but-
know. I did before. Alright, I'm going
Still,
for it. I'm going for it.
For it, okay.
Come on. Kersplash.
Oh.
No! Now I am soaked to the bone.
In 40-degree water.
In 40-degree
Fish her out,
mold-filled water.
Hello.
Hey, can he do a luck roll and see if he grabs me right before I fall?
Ooh.
Please, please, please.
Not a luck
He
roll.
sees me teetering.
Only like her feet would be in the water.
I'm not. Yeah, I won't say a luck
Partial-
roll.
I'm teetering.
But let's see.
Dexterity?
What's your dexterity?
8.
And what's your dexterity?
12.
Okay.
Why would I
so
fall?
Well, if it's a dexterity call, I could grab her too.
Roll.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, what's yours?
16.
Oh
Oh,
Jesus! All right, so
there we go.
Roll a see, 16 versus 8, 85 or less.
Oh, am I regular?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my
89.
Ah!
Oops.
Oh my god.
Boom.
That's hilarious. Hi.
You look betrayed.
Well, that's what happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah, so you just managed to sort of grab just a little bit of her sleeve.
Yeah, I get
and
the piano shawl.
I'm just
falls
like,
out, yeah, and
So I fish her.
Well, that alerted nobody.
yeah, so ripples go rippling out across the water.
Okay.
Yep. And you are soaked to the bone.
Fish her out and I gave her my coat.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. I'm shivering.
You
I'm
are
like
You might want to take some of- I
hypothermia.
hate to say this
Say it.
because it's inappropriate for me to say, but you might want to take some of the wet clothes off. I'll look the other way. And you can put my
That's
coat on
actually
over it.
true. I think he's probably right. This is awful. But I wanted to listen.
Not that bad.
All right, I'm gonna take off. All right, you're right. I mean, I really honestly don't care about most of the rules. So, of society in general.
They might dry off.
Okay,
and put
yeah.
it back on before we go back.
So I am going to take off my dress.
Okay.
Okay.
And put on
I have his coat.
the coat. Okay.
So I'm in like my
Corset
Yes.
and
my bustle,
Bloomers.
my
your bloomers,
bloomers,
yeah.
and
pants.
pants,
and a men's joke.
a men's coat,
Yeah.
and my boots.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I'm not taking these boots off
Nope.
based on everything that's on the ground. No.
No.
All right. So my dress, I'm holding it. I guess.
Yeah. All right. So the music is still reverberating and it's louder than ever, but you can't tell if it's coming from behind you or from across the lake.
I think it's coming from across the lake. Oh,
How did he get across
Jesus.
the lake?
just well, that boat, the dinghy.
Well, she left on this side of the lake, which means he's on this side of the building.
That means he's inside. Well, there has to be a passageway somehow.
That could be a passageway.
Catch him coming back is what we need to do.
Is there any place where we can hide out and like scope out?
What do
I
you
mean,
mean?
well, we can look to see like maybe if he's gonna come or go.
There's no like little alcove. Or,
Yeah, that's what I was hoping
yeah,
for.
no, nothing like that.
Do you want to go check out his lair?
Yeah, let's
go check
do
out
it.
the lair.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
Traverse
Get on the
lake.
friggin' dinghy. What
All right.
what about this is not making
I
sense?
just need you to be explicit.
Fine.
We're going in the
Going.
boat across the lake to
This is
find the
I'm
guy.
getting my big butt into this little dinghy.
His knees are up to his face.
Yeah, the three of you in the boat make for a somewhat rickety,
Yes.
crew.
I'm an adventurer.
But there is an oar.
I can pilot the boat.
Yes.
Oh, very
indeed you
good.
can.
Nice.
Very good. Very good.
There is
Very
an
good.
oar on the back, and you can just swish it back and forth.
Rudder.
Yep.
I'm
And,
sorry for being so mean, sweetie.
well, no, I mean, it's like we go to his lair. Okay, so you go up the stairs, and then you take a left, and you go through the. It's like.
All right, fine.
Steps getting there.
So you head across the lake. The music is definitely getting louder. In due course, you do see a door set into the side of the wall, about 10 feet above the level of the water. As the ceiling kind of opens out, a faint light is coming out of this door. A set of moldy and mildewed stairs descend into the water. And there is a second dinghy secured by a rusty
There we go.
Two dinghies.
ring.
Two dinghies.
Didn't see that one coming.
Double dinghy.
Double dinghy
All right.
floating next
More
to
than one
the
ghost, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's true.
They need more than one.
Dinghies?
Two dinghies.
That stretches the
I have no idea.
imagination.
It does.
Oh, sure. How
Sure.
convenient.
2 ghosts. 8, 9 ghosts. I'll accept that. But there's only one dinghy.
All right. So, you pull up alongside the stairs.
We do.
What's up?
Go down the stairs.
We're
Right?
going downstairs? What about that light?
We're gonna go toward that light.
Let's
I
go toward
think.
the light.
The
and
stairs
kinda
lead
see.
up from the water.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
so
okay,
that's this
yeah.
other way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful on the moss.
Yeah.
Really.
Slippery.
Yes, it is slippery, but you
handle
take
it.
proper
I think
care.
so. I'm a little accident prone.
You take obviously breaking
Ledgy.
legs,
Little
falling
ledgy.
into lakes.
Yeah.
You take proper care and you head up these stairs and pass through the arched doorway and come into a large room.
Oh.
There are many things in this room that you see all at once. So I will describe them all before you get
Fine.
a chance to react.
All right.
In the center of the room is a large column, nearly 8 feet high and 3 feet around, of candles that have just all kind of melted into each other. Yeah, it's like just so many candles being stuck on top of one another.
Ew.
At one time there was probably a candelabrum, you know,
But at this point, it's just so...
It's just, you know...
Oh my god.
Candle. So that's what's providing the light that's coming out of the door. There's probably about 50 candles burning.
Oh my
so
god.
It's providing a pretty good light.
You can warm your
And
dress.
heat.
Yes.
Yes. Musty and mildewed tapestries cover the walls. A tattered and faded oriental rug covers a small portion of the cold masonry floor. A few chairs and a warped, battered desk clutter one wall. By far the most unusual feature of this damp chamber is the gleaming metal construct standing against one wall. It's sort of lozenge-shaped. It is about 7 feet high, 4 feet across, and no more than a foot deep. And sort of chrome.
It's a...
Silver.
You said it's a... What
Construct.
shape?
Lozenge.
So it's like a coffin.
Yes.
It looks like a
But
coffin.
it's sort of set up against the wall. You discern that this is the source of this strange musical
the music's coming out of that thing?
noise. Yes, indeed. And furthermore, this close in, you can discern that this is not music. It is some strange kind of bone-jarring, deep bass kind of thrumming. You know, it is rhythmic. But
Is
it's
it like
not
breathing?
music.
Does it sound like breathing?
It's like rhythmic, like breathing, but it isn't like breathing.
It's not like a pulse sounding.
Exactly.
It sounds like a pulse,
No, it's not like a pulse
but
sounding.
it's
Is it like a chant?
Somewhat, yes. Somewhat.
chant-like, somewhat breath-like,
Exactly.
metallic,
Metallic, yes.
and thrumming. Sort of. It doesn't sound like any instrument we've ever heard.
It's
Exactly.
It's deep and low. Is it affecting us in
Exactly.
any way?
Well, you do get to make a sanity roll.
I make it.
Fail.
Oh,
Alright, so Celestia. Going to lose 2 points.
Okay.
Yes, it deeply affects you. It's quite bizarre.
Okay.
okay.
Now,
Just tripping you out a little bit.
it is.
It's affecting you.
It's affecting me.
Now, at that warped desk that I mentioned.
Yes.
That's nearby to you.
Okay, we're gonna look at it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your vision was drawn by this silver, coffin-like thing.
Yes.
But you see that at the desk there's
Yes, it is
actually
metallic.
someone.
Ah.
There is actually someone sitting with their back to.
Oh no!
Wait, there's a person in here?
There is a person in.
No!
You didn't see them at first because they're wearing a black hat and cape.
It's a ghost.
And they're hunched over the desk, apparently engaged in writing something on the desk.
So does that sound so loud that
Yes,
he can't hear
exactly.
us? Or it can't hear us?
Yes, exactly.
Holy fucking...
crap, Molio! This is it.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna
Talk
kill
to
him?
him.
We should talk to him?
Talk to him!
Why not?
All right. Go ahead.
Hello, good sir.
No!
So,
I have my gun ready though.
of course, you got it over your forearm.
Sir.
Oh my god!
You shout loud enough for him to hear you, and startled, he jumps,
Yes?
looks around,
Yes?
and it is Eric Zahn.
What?
Damn him!
The fuck you doing in here?
What the fuck are you doing? You scared us half to death.
Okay, so,
Dude,
Mr. Zahn!
how's it going?
Mr.
So he jumps up and he says, I didn't think you would come down here. Sort of yelling over the
Clearly
noise.
not.
Well, we're here.
You must get away immediately.
Why?
This is the lair of the ghost.
Why are you here?
And he kind of holds up a piece of paper, and you see like on the desk there's a lot of like sheet music, like he was composing something.
Okay.
But the piece of paper he holds up is clearly a little note that he was writing.
All right.
Dear ghost.
But I was composing a letter to give to Christine, announcing my true intentions for her, just like you advised.
Well, yeah.
You are in terrible danger. You must leave immediately.
What?
From
What
who?
about you?
Yeah.
Are you
What?
gonna be okay?
The ghost that I did not tell you, but I have been working with the ghost. But that is done now. Now that he has turned to murder, I am done with him.
Well, where is he now?
He is away. He is probably up in box 5 at this point. The opera is due to start in less than an hour.
All right.
Is he a
Well,
real ghost,
He is.
or is he a person?
He is. He
what
is.
is he?
He is not a ghost.
What is
That
he?
is all I can tell you.
Is he a monster?
He is not human.
All right.
In what way?
Please, we must leave immediately.
Why is
Okay,
is
so
he?
I would say for Eric's safety, we should probably leave.
I don't want. I want to investigate the lozenge, the thrumming lozenge.
What is that?
Okay,
thing?
wait.
Yeah.
What is that, dude?
It is how the ghost came to Paris.
So was this what? This is what was delivered.
It is how
Can
the
we
ghost
open it
came
up?
to Paris.
Can we open it up? Let's open up that
Destroy
shit.
it?
Let's open it
Let's
up.
examine it. Poke at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who has mechanical repair or electrical repair?
I'll use to. When you do this. You know, I'm gonna roll anyway.
None of the above.
20%.
I'm going.
Yeah.
You got your default.
Fail and electric.
It's a 1.
Electric repairs a 1.
Fail.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 2.
No!
You know what? I'm going to say since all three of you are brainstorming it, you know, then
Average.
you're all looking at it. And so, like, Cyril, you're like running your hand along the side.
Is there a seam?
And there's no seam, but you do find a little depression that's about 6 inches long. And so it's sort of, oh, you know, maybe. And then you guys are kind of like, oh, no, it is. And Zon's just like, you know, sweating.
Yeah.
Please, we must go. And then, like, right as you kind of figure out, like, you know, and it does split apart, like, it starts to open up. He says, you don't want to look in there. But, you know, it's too late.
Too late.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
And it begins to open up like a door.
Uh-huh.
And you can see inside is like a room. Even though it's only 1 foot deep.
Oh.
So I'll need sanity rolls.
What kind of it? Wait, is it a nice room or is it?
This is a nice room.
I fail.
that's important.
I fail.
That's
I fail.
totally passed. That was
I
awesome.
fail.
Okay, those of you who passed lose 1.
Okay.
I failed.
Lily,
Yes.
you're going to lose 7.
Wow.
And you're going to give me an idea roll.
Okay. What's the idea?
You want to fail this.
Right.
Do I really want to?
You do.
Oh no.
You pass it? You put the pieces together.
I passed. It was
together.
a 6. I have an idea of 60.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
My head explodes.
No. So
We gotta solve this case.
we got to solve this case, guys. No, basically,
Guys. Hey guys.
guys, we got to solve this case, guys.
Super cereal.
Super cereal.
All right. So here's what
Oh, I cannot be dead again. He sent
come
me
the
a note and
charge.
it was like, Robin is dead. It was so sad. I love
God it
that.
is. All right.
The hell?
All right.
I'm
so,
nervous right now because, it's coming along.
There you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's what you get.
That's what I get.
You get.
For passing.
Okay.
That's the duration.
All right. So, it's okay. All right. So I see whatever it is we're seeing. I mean, what does the room look like?
Okay.
Can you describe that?
Basically, it's the size of a small room. It is lined with strange machinery, control panels, wires, and glowing crystals.
It looks nothing like the any of the mechanical shit we would have seen in this day and age.
This is clearly not of earthly
It is
origin.
not. Okay.
Okay.
You can all give me an idea roll again. This one you want to pass.
I do. I pass.
I fail.
Fail.
I have 5. I
Oh,
mean,
sweet.
yeah. I'm on. I'm
so-
just like, ah.
You realize that even though you've never seen anything like this in your life, it looks like it's been damaged. There are panels that have been pulled out. There are wires that are sort of sparking.
Oh.
You know. So it looks like there's been some damage.
This looks,
Sustained.
Eric, this looks damaged.
Yes, I don't know. I think the ghost is stranded here. I don't know.
We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here right now.
Good.
We need to
I'm
leave.
glad somebody's
We need to
finally
leave.
seeing
We need to leave. We need to get out of here immediately. Immediately.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Fast.
Fast, quick, fast. Running.
Not too fast. Mold the stairs.
Watch out! Whoa!
Back in the lake.
For you to fall down the stairs again.
Yeah. No. All right, so we go.
All right.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, and we're
So-
rowing across the lake.
Row back.
We're running through the corridors.
Head back up the corridors.
Hustle.
Is there any way I could go to somebody's dressing room
Sure. Why not?
to dry off my clothes?
Oh,
Or...
certainly.
So we're back. Are we back
You
in
get
the?
back up top.
Okay.
Oh.
You're back in the real
Oh,
world.
and the air is like.
Zahn excuses
Yeah.
himself. He has to go prepare for
course he
the.
does.
You know. People are bustling around. You see LaRue. He's backstage, and he's talking with Richard and Montcharmain.
What?
And he motions.
What do you- yeah, where have
Lily,
you
you're heading off.
Yeah, I'm totally
But
not
he motions
decent.
Cyril and Celestia over.
So where do I go?
Oh, Zahn kind of points. Just go down that way. Take a right. Take a left. Go
Okay.
upstairs.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Day. Go to days.
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm watching.
Go to Carlotta's. Ooh.
Go curl up in Carlotta's bosom and we'll dry off.
Oh.
So,
It's all powdery. It'd be like dough. Listen to me, dough.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Anyway,
go
That sounds very nervous.
sure.
Yeah,
oh, it
okay.
can accommodate more than one person.
Oh, my
All right,
goodness.
so
Wow.
Yes.
Ample.
so LaRue and the
Sounds like
opera
Cyril's
opera
gonna
managers are looking at this little letter, this little slip of paper.
Excellent. Let's
Does it
spy
look
upon
like a
it.
slip of paper I just got?
No. So
Oh.
All right. So it's in French. All right. Let's
and
figure
it's
it
in
out.
French.
And we're in French.
Are you
Do you know any
serious?
French?
I don't.
Flip it over.
The English is on the back.
Oh, for Christ. I was trying to figure it out.
Aww. I would look at it and then. Well, no, I'm not there.
You know. Yeah, LaRue translates for you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh my.
Ooh. I guess we're the foreigners.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Well, for me,
So, the managers know about the ghost.
indeed, they have been accommodating
Yeah.
him all these many years.
Yeah. Apparently.
Pourquoi?
You do know that much French.
There has to be a reason why.
Yeah.
Mr.
Will
Richard?
you try and reason with them? Maybe we can help the ghost.
Sure. Do you know any electrical repair?
No, I don't.
Me neither.
But maybe we can hire someone.
Maybe we can hire someone to. Okay. Well, can I come back
Tesla.
now?
Let's go get
All
Tesla.
right.
Yeah, let's go get
You're
Tesla.
Tesla. He'll know what to do.
He'll know what to do. Anybody
right.
It
knows.
is Tesla.
Oh.
Oh, you just did
And a
that.
good twist.
That would have been amazing.
That would have been. Let's pretend that happened.
It's
Yeah.
Chelsea Riley. All right. So
Yeah, I know. All right. So,
All right. So, Mr. Richard, Mr. Fermin Richard, how long have you known? How long have you been accommodating this monster in your bowels?
that's a good question.
And you're
I'm being treated for that. I assure you.
Anyway, about the ghost.
Yes. That's for the ghost. Monsieur Moncharmin and we bought the opera 10 years ago. And, no, I'm sorry. Not
Am I there? Am I
Yes,
there?
you're there.
Now you're
Can I
there?
look
All
at
right.
the-
Yes. You've arrived.
We bought the opera 3 years ago. And when you buy an opera, you inherit the superstitions. There was this superstition about Box 5, and the previous managers had a tradition of leaving money out, and the money would disappear. We just rolled it into the expenses.
All right. You didn't realize it was an actual opera ghost?
One does
for
not
real?
trifle with the superstitions of one's performers.
This is true.
Well, you're in it now.
Well,
you're in it
farts now.
Well, wait. So basically, they knew about this,
Yeah.
and they've been accommodating him, and they want us. He wants us to leave. Obviously,
Yes.
can we make it like as though we have left, but we
Why
haven't?
does he want us to leave? Is it just
Well, we
us?
saw
What
something.
are
We could take you to where this ghost is living.
He causes problems even when we're not here.
We can take you to where he lives.
Give me a spot hidden roll.
Wow.
Actually, wait.
What?
Yeah, wait a minute here.
What?
Yeah, wait a minute.
What?
Back it up.
Okay.
Alright.
Rewind. No, we need to leave. We need to get out of here. We can't be here. This is beyond anything. And he has seen us. He knows. He sees all. We need to get the fuck out of here. We need to leave.
You're just scared. It'll pass.
No. What I saw in that room, that surpasses anything that I have ever seen. It is not fear. It is. He knows who we are, and he will seek us out, and he will find us, and he will kill us. And this is not worth dying over. If he is comfortable here, and they are comfortable having him here, by all means, I wash my hands
But
of
what
this.
about the murder?
It's a sad state of
Obviously.
events. Why would he? I know that. I don't know. I don't want to end up in that position.
Obviously,
I don't want to end up killed.
he's an issue even if we're not here.
That's right.
So, I don't really think it's us. I don't think we're the issue.
I just feel like
Calm down.
we'll be next.
Okay.
We'll be next. We'll be next.
Had you paused his monthly allowance? For me?
No.
Why is he seems to feel that this is something in jeopardy? He
Yeah.
would like to continue to receive it. Why would he question it? Huh? And
Well, now that murder is involved, I can
wonder-
assure you I was contemplating such.
so he knew your
Are
contemplation.
there other foreigners?
What the fuck?
We're the
Are we that? We're the
No, we're them. Obviously, he's talking about us. Obviously, he's talking about us.
Well, there's a lot of foreigners here.
That's
we're
right,
Not the
we're
only
all
foreigners. Yeah.
But it's
we're
us.
the ones who've been lurking around
All
here.
right. So he's probably in box 5. You want to
Yeah,
go to
let's
box
go
5?
Let's go to box 5.
Yes.
Let's go.
We're going to box 5.
At least try to reason.
I'm not.
Lily, you're going to stay with the delightful
LaRue.
We're not here to.
I'm gonna stay with him.
Have a cordial.
Maybe. I'm just ask him. Maybe he knows who the real murderer is.
I'm sure he might
The
be
opera
protecting
ghost?
some secret.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't him, and he knows.
Did you not see that? I mean, that room. What was that?
Yeah.
We could lead. We could
No,
lead
that
the
was
owners.
freaky. I'll admit it was
yes.
freaky.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
We could lead them to there, and they
I'm not
can.
arguing with you.
We will do that at some point. But right now we were going to go with
I'm all
box 5.
shaken up and
Sit with
crazy.
Liberal.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, yeah, the opera is filling up with patrons, and the show is going to start pretty soon.
I'm with LaRue.
You're with LaRue. He takes you to, box 8 or whatever he's in tonight.
This is too close for me. This is too close for comfort.
Well, it's actually...
It's even in odds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here,
So it's
so
far.
here.
So I could see from.
You're on the far side, yeah.
So I could see maybe across to box 5.
Yeah. Get your opera glasses on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
You can see us get killed. Enjoy.
oh,
Oh, look out! There go my friends. Boo!
Ragdoll. Like rising and falling.
No, next.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
your character sheets.
Yeah. Oh, you're done.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that'd be really great.
Meanwhile, the two of you head back around to the whatever the staircase noblesse or whatever it was called.
Right. Right.
Head up there, box 5. There it is. There you go.
Is the madame there? No.
She is not
Jetty?
actually.
No, she's not there.
Not tonight. And you try the door, and it is open.
It is open.
So you proceed into box 5. It is empty.
It is empty.
But
But-
all three of you give me spot hidden roll.
No, I'm what am I doing?
She's all the way across the hall.
You're in box 8, but you're all.
Oh,
you're
we're all looking.
You're all looking.
Fuck. I fail.
I passed 12.
Yes.
All right, Celestia, pull out the picture of the actual opera interior, the interior area of the opera.
Oh, this.
Oh, that, yeah. The auditorium
Yes.
itself.
So you
Yes,
note
yes.
this chandelier, this
Yes.
7-ton chandelier,
Yes.
swinging.
Oh my god.
Very slightly, of course, because it's so heavy, but it is swinging.
All right.
Okay.
So I bet the acoustics are pretty good in this.
Yeah, probably.
So I will go to the edge of the box and cry out,
Yeah.
"Alas!" The chandelier.
Okay. So
my
your
God.
voice rings out across the general hubbub
Like,
of the
Freaking out.
audience. But even as you cry out, you watch as the chandelier.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Yes.
Sweet.
oh my
So it
god.
crashes down into the seats
No.
below, crushing people beneath it. You watch transfixed as bodies are just telescoped under the weight of the chandelier. Blood,
Yes,
just
geysers.
fountaining,
Yep.
geysering.
Yep.
Sanity rolls, please.
Wow.
No. I gotta get out. I fail.
Pass.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
What was your starting sanity before you lost the 7?
Yeah.
62.
62.
I'm at 55 now.
Okay. So Lily,
No.
you lose another 6.
No.
Oh, that's it.
And that is actually...
That's
well,
the end.
give me another idea roll, please. You wanna
Oh
fail
yeah,
this one.
you don't want to put the pieces together.
16. I make
You
it.
make it, okay.
Oh.
So you're gonna get another temporary on top. Let's see here.
Swirling madness.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah. No, you're just gonna faint. You faint away.
I don't get an idea.
No, you don't get an idea, but
Kind of wanted an idea. It was too much to even.
actually,
Come on.
Give it to
Okay.
me, baby.
Little taste.
She's gonna be sorry she asked.
Little taster.
I know. I always am.
Yeah.
I can't help it. A little taster.
Yep.
You're running out of notepaper.
I am.
Oh, look at this
He's
little.
being wonderful.
Look at you, little. Yes. Oh God.
I must be really scared.
Yeah.
You mentioned the squeakles.
Yes. Can you even imagine? I mean, that would be
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you guys don't lose anything just because it is so unreal.
Right.
It's
Like,
you
it didn't just happen.
dissociate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
It's like
Look
we
at that.
handled the
Like,
crazy door.
oh wow. Yeah.
That just happened.
That just happened.
Exactly.
Now what?
Now what? Continue working for the good.
I don't think it's our fault
Definitely
because there wasn't enough time
Yeah, we did. We did.
for the
everything
ghosts.
good.
So we're
Yeah.
talking 2 minutes here.
You yelled.
that's your idea. I'm not saying it's necessarily.
It was too late already at that point.
Exactly.
But it seems like it could be.
That's what comes to you. Yeah.
As I faint.
Yes.
Because this is just not even. Okay. I need to be taken back to the hotel.
Well, you've lost more than 20% of
No!
your sanity in a gain hour.
No!
So that's going to be indefinite insanity as well.
Wow.
Let's see.
Why don't my characters go nuts?
Go nuts or die. Go nuts or die.
Yeah, so it's basically something that I can mull over. It doesn't
Alright.
become immediately apparent.
Alright. Can I at least go back to the hotel?
Yeah, and in fact, I have a pretty good idea, but it's not going to like interplay directly. It's more of a campaign level.
All right.
Alright. Well, can I go to the hotel?
Well, if you'd like.
Can I be slipped off? I mean,
You fainted.
where else are they going to take me?
LaRue brings you back around,
All right.
fanning you and lightly slapping your cheeks.
Ah,
I know it is terrible. Do not look. Do not look. Meanwhile, over in box 5.
no! They're still there?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
there's screaming, there's groaning.
Damn you, ghost! Where are you?
To be quite fair,
Yes.
the time period in which they got that
Exactly.
letter. I mean, why
There's
is it like
no compliance in that time
there's
period.
no time that you guys could
Nope.
have left? It would have taken you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just screwed. That's just it.
Yeah.
I'm outraged. Okay, go on. I just want to say for
He
the
didn't want. He wanted you out of there immediately.
instant,
didn't
like
wanna
he wanted to
out on
see
the
you two
stage.
just leaving.
Yep.
He didn't want to see you checking out box 5.
No,
So it happened.
and there you go.
So it just happened. So anyway.
Yeah.
So let's go down and look at the chandelier.
Yeah. Okay.
It is a bloody mess.
Bloody mess.
At least a half dozen have been killed outright.
Wow.
Dozens more have been injured.
Oh,
We should put someone out the box, outside of the box.
Do you want to stay?
Yeah. I'll
Watch
stay
box,
in
yeah.
just in case he shows up.
Yeah, he may very well.
I'll just wait outside, respectfully.
With your gun?
there's no Oh, sorry. No.
No, what?
There's no like hidden trap doors or anything in box 5 that he may have access to.
I did.
You checked already.
Just took
Okay.
him with a fragment of mud.
Okay. All right.
So the fixture. How is it severed from the ceiling?
Yeah,
How does it look?
Yes. So, obviously you're obliged to hang back while the
Gendarme.
gendarme and other opera staff, do their best to
God.
clear out the injured.
This is horrible.
Commissary Mifroid is on scene, and so after about a half hour of investigation, LaRue comes around, of course, and he's, even in this like sort of carnage, he's trying to tell Mifroid how to do his job. Check that first,
Busybody.
Mifroid. Come on.
Okay.
He knows what he's talking about.
But eventually Mifroid comes over to LaRue and says, well, the chain was clearly sawn in half.
From above.
Most likely.
Would have to be, otherwise it would go down with the chandelier.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Am I able to? Am I
Alright.
coherent?
Yes, you're back. You're back. You're back with us.
But I'm still with the other thing.
Yes.
Oh God, we have to leave. We can't be here. We're
We're so close to
He's
discovery.
coming. He's coming. He's gonna
We're
come
so
after
close
us.
to figuring this out
No,
once and for all.
This is something that. This is just beyond our control. This is something. This is an entity that needs to be. It can just. He appears. He reappears. He's at the bottom. He's at the top of the opera. This is not making any sense. Maybe Richette could provide us with somebody who could exercise the... Oh, for fuck's sake. I've said too much. How do I know that either of you aren't in on this? How do I even know that? You seem to know exactly where to go during this whole time. I barely know either of you. So how in the hell am I supposed to know that you're not working with this entity?
I don't know. How do we know you're not?
I'm not. Obviously, I'm not.
Obviously not.
And LaRue, I mean, all of you, I don't... Where have you been all day? Were you up there sawing the chain to the chandelier?
You're asking what?
Yes.
I have been here. The multiple people here can testify to my whereabouts.
I'm just staring at everybody. Just
Yes,
Are
of
there
course.
ways upstairs?
Other what?
Are there ways to get around upstairs?
the catwalk.
Certainly, there are passageways and catwalks. Yes.
Shall we go investigate?
Shall we look around?
Let us leave this
Yeah.
poor hysterical woman.
Yeah.
She's had too much. We'll give her a little glass of chartreuse and go on.
So LaRue stays with you too.
I barely trust him.
Yeah. He's sort of keeping his distance, but he's still there just to.
Well, he's a gentleman.
Yes, exactly.
little spirals in my eyes.
He takes you back to Richard's office.
Yes.
Yeah. Have some hard liquor.
You're disheveled.
Yeah, I
Your
can't- I
dresses
can't
are
have-
like
I
all-
look moldy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's unpleasant. All right,
It's a mess.
It is.
let us investigate the
Terrible for
the
everyone.
riggings and whatnot of this whole.
All right. So you're making your way backstage.
Yes.
Erickson meets with you.
Oh,
Eric,
Of course.
what part did you have to play in this terrible tragedy?
I had no part, and this is too much. I will take you to the ghost lair, and we will deal with him once and for all.
Yes, let's do that.
You vote for that?
Yep.
All right.
but what about Christine? Oh, sorry,
No?
not there.
Oh, you're not there? We will deal with him once and for all.
Well, what about
How do you plan on us dealing with him once and for all?
Good question.
Dealing with him once and for all. Let's define that.
We must capture him or kill him in the attempt.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
Is he killable with a giant elephant gun?
I think that would do the trick, yes.
Oh.
Let's go for it.
Does Eric know where he is now?
My best guess is that he is down in the lair. But I think we can catch him unawares. If you follow me.
Okay. I'm still in the office.
I don't trust
I
this
don't know,
guy.
yeah.
But I think
Should
it's
we
a
do
sound plan.
Should we do anything like a pentagram ritual or anything like that?
We got
to,
some
like,
rituals we could do.
do something?
Overrule you.
We have a hexagram ritual, which is a step up.
Yes.
Well, you do.
I do. I have
Cyril's
a
still
hexagram ritual.
down.
I also have a wand.
True.
I have a healing. I have a healing symbol, and I have a force wand.
Wand of force. Okay.
Yes,
All right. Yeah, you can always try that. Absolutely.
I will be using that.
Okay.
I have a force wand and a healing talisman.
Alrighty. And Cyril's got his elephant gun.
Yep.
So bearing
fists.
and that's right.
And your fisticuffs.
Fists of Fury.
Yeah, you do know Farthington actually, so.
Yeah,
Perhaps it's time to stop tolerating this madman.
I agree.
Let us go down.
Okay.
Eric, what have you got? Have you got anything? You got like a string, a garrote?
Knife? Anything I can take with us?
Because he would have strings.
Yeah,
something?
he indicates that he has a knife.
He has a knife.
He shows you a knife.
Alright, fine.
All right.
Any club props and
Nothing else besides that.
Club props. Yes, but they're made of paper mache.
Aww.
I don't know. I was gonna play it once where I used a real club.
Oh, yeah.
I managed to hit myself in the head.
Owie dowie.
It's a funny story. Actually.
Funny story, yeah. Hilarious.
All right.
Down we go.
Okay. So,
I know, it's madness. It's madness.
I wish I could go.
alright. So,
Are you gonna take the managers down there too? I mean, like, shouldn't they?
Take fair meeting.
Don doesn't want to.
Oh, he doesn't.
We just want to handle this shit.
Oh, and just
And,
get.
wanna
well,
handle
and
it.
he wants to keep his own involvement quiet, remember?
Oh, that's
But
right.
we don't have to tell his tale.
He's trying to protect.
I don't think
but
Zon
how
is in
it-
any position to.
What I have to show you would give me away.
Fine.
Oh no.
And so he takes you into the back. Most of the staff are
Freaking out.
up front or else gone entirely.
Yes.
So it's eerily quiet.
Yes.
He takes you back down to the sort of chorus girls' dressing room hall, and he takes you to Christine Day's room. The door is open. There's no one inside.
Yes.
He walks to the mirror. He stands up. He gets up onto the desk, so he's standing next to the mirror, and he says, "Listen closely." And then he turns to the mirror and he says, "Melpomene." And then he just steps into the mirror.
Whoa.
Sweet.
Let's write that one down.
I'm next.
Sand roll real quick.
Oh my god.
58 pass.
All right, yeah.
You
Go on.
guys are.
Melpomene.
All right, and so you take a step forward, and it's like you're just walking through air. Nothing,
Wow.
nothing impedes your progress.
Okay.
And you step out, and Celestia, you do the same.
Right.
And you come out, and Zon is there. You're on a little stone landing. There is
Oh Jesus.
kind of an arched, stairwell. And so you're at the top of a set of spiral stairs. And he just says, "Follow me." So he leads you down this set of stairs that goes on and on. It's like actually kind of dizzying the distance that these stairs are traversing. In due course, the stairs come out into a boiler room. Okay, but the boiler looks kind of disused, and the door to this room is barred. Okay, so then he walks across the room to a section of wall, and turns again, and he says, "Listen closely again." And then he turns to the wall and he says, Cleo. And he just steps through the wall.
Jeez.
Alright, so you do the same. Mm-hmm. You step out into a small room. There is an exit on the far side from where you're standing against this wall that is covered by a tapestry. It is a mildewy tapestry, and you can all of a sudden hear the thrumming of the silver device from the other room.
Right.
So you're in some side room, basically. In this room is a black stage coffin, like a prop, and several sets of black capes and hats.
Well, I will put the set on. Several sets of hats and capes, you say? Yeah. Who isn't the Phantom?
Yeah.
Oops, I'm the Phantom. Okay.
Over and I'm the Phantom.
And it's my turn in November.
Okay, so let's see here. Meanwhile, upstairs, LaRue is, tending to your needs, drinking your needs, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Okay, so no sooner have you stepped out into this room than the tapestry is drawn back, and you see a man dressed in black, a black hat,
Yes.
scarf over his face.
Yes.
Okay. And at this point, he looks at you all and he says, "What are you doing here?" In this sort of strange metallic voice, right?
Darth Vader?
Oh my God.
Wait, are you gonna use it somewhere?
I might.
Okay.
We know you're but a poor beleaguered and stranded traveler from distant worlds. However,
Celestia's good.
you must be held accountable for your crimes against our people. Therefore, I have no choice.
But to have this guy shoot you with an elephant gun.
I've got my wand. I'm ready to go.
Well, I know you are.
Yeah, so what do you want? Do you want to wand him, or do you want to? What do you want to do
I
exactly?
want to hit him with the force of wand.
Let's
Okay.
do
Wand of
wanding.
force.
Wanding.
All right, because as you're saying this, he begins to kind of do this weird sort of hand motion with
Right.
his fingers,
Right.
Sort of tracing over his face like this.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going now.
Okay, so basically what you get to do is decide how many magic points you want to expend. Okay.
Oh my god. How many do you have?
12.
And then after you expend however many points you want to expend, you're going to make a resistance roll of your remaining points against this fellow's constitution.
All right, you'll just have to walk me through it. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so how many points do you want to expend? Keeping in mind that the fewer you expend, the higher the likelihood that your wand will have an effect on him, but perhaps the effect will be less powerful.
What? Doesn't make sense.
Basically, the less that you use, it's not going to be as powerful when you
Right.
hit him.
But there will be a greater
But it'll
chance of you affecting him.
But you'll be able to do like a bunch of small attacks versus one big attack.
Oh, okay.
But one big attack may not
Not
because
succeed.
you won't
And then
have
I'd be
much.
screwed.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that.
All right.
I'm going to use 4 points.
That's good.
Okay.
What?
What?
What's the hesitation?
No, I'm just saying. So
Okay,
you
alright.
use 4 points.
Yes.
So how many points does that leave you with?
8.
Okay.
That's not bad.
It seems reasonable to me.
It does.
Okay.
Considering I went down to 0 for Annie.
Yeah.
So go ahead. You're going to need a roll of 30 or less.
Okie dokie, schmoky. 25.
Yes.
Alright. You used 4?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right. So the opera ghost falls over, just collapses.
Oh my god.
What? Bam!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay. You're just gonna point blank him? Mm-hmm.
Wow, wow.
All
Secrets,
right.
though.
So, let's see. Hit
Well.
points. As such. Okay. Go ahead and roll. Well, actually, double your elephant gun skill.
Come here.
My skill.
Can you be outside?
Should be on there.
Can you be a
Well,
little?
it's not under skills, it's under weapons.
Right.
And which 55
What's the
is that?
percent? 55?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be 110.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll anyway, because on a 22 or less, you're going to do an impale.
30.
30. Okay, so just roll normal damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I gotta.
3d6 plus 3. Like
Ooh.
Oh,
A lot of dots.
16.
wow.
Okay. So you put a 60 caliber slug right between his shoulder blades, and you see the sort of like black blood just go on your side.
Black blood.
Nice.
Yeah, just this loud bang that is louder than even the thrumming from the device,
It echoes.
and he stirs no more.
Oh my god.
All right.
We rock that shit.
Oh my
I
gosh.
believe the reign of terror has ended.
At this point, the thrumming begins to oscillate faster.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Cleo!
Let's see here. It almost immediately starts to hit a frequency that's causing sonic disruption. So Celestia, you take 1 point of damage. Cyril, you take 0.
Can I hear any of this?
No.
Is it so loud? Oh.
No, you're up top.
I wanted to be part of the game.
Zahn. Sorry you missed the finale. Insanity will do that to you.
It does.
That's the finale in its own way, really.
Yeah.
Zahn screams. Obviously, he was caught at a particularly, ill-aspected convergence of sound waves, and blood just like fountains out of his mouth.
He died with his music in him.
No, he's alive.
Oh, good.
But it looks like his tongue exploded.
Ew!
Oh, man.
Oh no!
How convenient.
Yeah. Carry this guy out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unable to speak now, he goes running out into the main room and heading for the boat.
We should probably follow him. Oh, but he can't speak, so we'll Cleo. We'll Cleo out of there.
We'll Cleo the
Cleo
hell
it
out
up.
of
As we said.
there. Okay. All right. So you're able to do that.
Right?
As soon as you pass through the wall, you hear the thrumming no longer. You begin your ascent up the long staircase.
Yeah.
You're about halfway up when the whole staircase just kind of
No!
rumbles slightly.
No! Can we hustle it?
You hustle it, and the rumbling dies down. But
Explosion underground.
yes, there was a small.
Oh, boy.
The bloomers.
A little steamy.
Yeah.
Little steamy.
And
Was a
so,
lake here at
Ugh.
one time.
so
Yeah.
So meanwhile, up above, Lily, you feel a slight tremor on the floor.
What was that? What was that? He's coming after me.
Oh my god.
But then there's no longer any tremors.
Where are they?
Yes, and so eventually you guys come back out into Christine Day's dressing room. And
With Eric in tow?
No, he went the other way.
Fled the other way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
All right, and who's there when we emerge? We emerge
The dressing
into the
room is
dressing room,
empty. It's
and
empty.
and so what do you want to do now? You want to go running back to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we report to somebody?
Well, let's go up calmly. Should we just tell the managers that they're
The ghost is
They don't
gone.
have to worry about it
I think we should let Furman know that
okay,
it's.
just quietly?
Let the orchestra, let the conductor know it's
We're
the
gonna
Ola's
leave
guy.
now.
Yeah.
But just so you know, you don't have to worry about the ghost anymore.
We're leaving. Don't look
Lily, I'm just gonna
downstairs.
throw her over my shoulder and get.
Oh, what are you doing to me? Unhand
Are
me.
you gonna take Lily? Fine, it's good. It's good.
What the hell? Alright.
Yes.
And Yes.
rather quickly.
We'll just hustle on out of there at this point.
Alright, see you later.
See you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Structural damage.
All right. So
Yeah, what
yeah.
we came for.
Yeah. So LaRue escorts you all out of the opera,
Right.
and
We believe we have killed
The ghost.
We've killed
this is a fantastic
the
tale.
creature.
You're
Yeah,
telling.
it is a fantastic tale.
My goodness.
It is so fantastic. I fear if you were to write it, no one would believe you.
I will have to disguise it as fiction.
Indeed, indeed.
See.
But you must fill me in on all the details.
Yes,
over
perhaps tonight we can go to that place we loved so well.
dinner. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sanssouci.
Yes,
Very good. We will meet for dinner then.
yes.
Okay, so
That sounds good.
let's see here. Celestia, you get 4 points of sanity.
All right.
Cyril, you get 4 points. I think you're going to be bumping into your max there pretty soon.
Really close to max, yes.
Lily, you get 3.
1 point.
Okay.
I am the. That's
So-
why I'm excited
Now-
about everything.
Wait,
Just-
so I have a question.
I'm just
Hold
like,
on,
that's why
I'm
you were
still
like-
doling
I'm like
things out.
level sand.
Oh, he's doling stuff out now.
Like everything's so cool, I can't lose it.
right.
Now, Celestia, you're
Yes.
going to get a further 2 points.
Of what, sand?
Dan, and
Alright.
Cyril a further 8 points.
What?
For
Oh.
killing the Phantom.
So you're like
You're probably going to max out there.
over, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Sanity?
next.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I'm at my max then.
Okay.
94.
Now, however,
Well, I take one of those.
you're all going to lose some sanity
What?
from the deaths involved
Right.
with the chandelier. So Celestia, you lose 3. Cyril, you lose 2. And Lily, you lose 1. Of course, you already lost
For
it.
the sake, can I subtract it from my extra 7?
No.
No change.
Doesn't work that way.
it doesn't?
Then,
I don't think so.
Nope.
All right.
That's why you gain it first and then lose it.
I see.
And then
You start
Shame.
thinking about it. You're like,
you can just.
that was fucked up.
Exactly.
We're really gonna go just eat dinner now?
You're like,
God.
oh, okay, cool.
There's
horrible.
There was this arm that just really bugged the crap out of me.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
saw it fly.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
It would be
No.
something like that.
I was
Yeah.
excited at
Keep
first.
seeing that
but the more
arm
I
in
think
your
about
mind.
it-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And now you can all make a note of this. Basically, your credit rating in Paris, due to
Oh.
a combination of your assistance with the investigation and LaRue's influence. So in Paris only,
Yes.
your credit rating from now on will be at a higher 5 points higher.
All right.
Okay.
+5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So yeah, I mean, you tell LaRue what happened. He listens avidly. He promises to use his influence with the police to get Chowdhury cleared on this.
What about Eric?
Eric has disappeared. Yes. So
He's gonna be a ghost again, roaming the halls.
he's gonna go back
Raise
and
a
go
thing. Or hunt us down. I don't know.
Yes.
Making his tongue explode.
It's a bit of a
come for our ass eventually.
loose one, but he does have his music.
Yes, he does.
So that
Music.
will.
And his
Love
lyrics
Eric's on. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, well,
All right.
but that's it.
That is basically
That's
it.
wonderful. The curtain is drawn on our
Curtain is
little
drawn.
eating table in Sanssouci.
I'm
Yeah,
still
exactly.
I'm still looking over my shoulder like
Yeah, you're like sniffing the champagne.
Right.
yeah, I never really get over it until like we're back in England.
Basically,
Yeah.
not until
You're
you're
drowned
back
in there.
on the soil of that green and pleasant land.
Yeah,
you
no.
feel like you can
I
actually
used to
relax.
love France.
Never going to Paris.
I used to love Paris.
Yeah,
No more.
no more. So
Yay!
Yay! Good job.
We didn't die. Yay.
yeah.